Welcome inside Tomlar Field for tonight's matchup between the Seagulls and the Menlo Park Legends. These two teams are 3-3 against each other this year, looking to turn things around as the CCL season winds down. And Drew, they played an excellent one yesterday.
An excellent one indeed. Probably my favorite game of the year for the Seagulls. A bottom of the 10th walk-off single for Christian Lamoth gave the Seagulls a 7-6 win, and it made the season series between these two teams all squared at 3 apiece. So another game here in this 3-game series between the Legends and the Seagulls, and whoever comes out on top on this game will take the lead in the season series.
These teams have been pretty evenly matched so far this year. It should be a good one, a really close one tonight, and we're going to take a pause here as we play the national anthem.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time we ask that you please rise and move your hats for the playing of the national anthem. Whether you're a long-term supporter or attending your very first Seagulls game, things could be
tonight for the Seagulls, making his 8th appearance, 6th start of the year. He's got a 9.27 ERA, but for the most part, he's pitched well. Just a couple of starts that have gotten away from him. Looking to bounce back today against this Menlo Park Legends lineup. Which, Drew, what's the Legends lineup look like today?
The Legends, similar lineup to we've seen so far when they've played the Seagulls this year. It'll be Mason Griffin leading off. He'll be in center. Ryder Kelly at second base, followed by Ryan Duran in the designated hitter position, and then Eric Altmark at short, Carlos Cruz-Mar at third, Ethan Muser in left, Casey Levitt-McGee at first, and Barclay Ovalle in right field, and then Nick Madrigal behind the plate.
leading off for the Legends is number 34, Mason Griffin.
So Mason Griffin striding into the batter's box. Griffin out of Fossil Ridge High School in northern Colorado, hitting at .246 for the Legends this year. Waylon with the first pitch of the ball game. Here it is. Up and away for ball one. Well, Waylon is only pitching on 1 day of rest. He went 2 days ago against Sonoma and threw 2 innings and 44 pitches out of the bullpen. 1-0. Swing and a miss. Strike one.
Yeah, we'll see what the leash is for Waylon in this game. I don't know how long he'll last, but hopefully we'll get a few decent innings out of him. But like you said, he did just pitch a couple days ago, so we'll see how long he goes in this one.
In a 1-1 count to Griffin. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Pulled the string on him. 1-2 now.
Pretty breezy day here in San Bruno. Wind's blowing out to right field, so could see some home runs today.
The 1-2. Down in the dirt. Griffin not chasing that time. And yeah, Drew, we were both out there shagging flies during batting practice, and the wind was definitely a factor. Can't really feel it that much behind home plate where we are, but yeah, we can expect to see the ball flying today.
Definitely, especially with 3:02 down the line in right field. Doesn't take a lot to get it out there.
2-2. Big, slow breaking ball lined into right field. That's going to fall for a base hit.
Good piece of hitting from Mason Griffin. Stayed patient, waited for his pitch, and made great contact with that one and sent it into right.
So now here's Ryder Kelly. Kelly just graduated high school this past spring. Menlo Atherton High School. He's staying local with the Legends for the summer. Hit a bomb to left field last night, his first of the summer. First pitch to him here. Breaking ball in there, strike one. Kelly, all told, hitting at 227 with the Legends. 382 on base. Pretty mature hitter. It's kind of hard to believe he just graduated high school, as a pickoff throw to first won't get Griffin.
Sun dancing in and out of clouds right now.
That one's in there, strike two to Kelly.
And casting long shadows across the outfield, something we see here a lot at Tom Lawler Field, but makes it pretty tough with the glare in the outfield.
Whalen trying to take advantage of the shadows. He checks first, comes set. And the 0-2. Down and away, nice pick by Ethan Lopez, keeps it in front of him. So 1-2 the count now on Kelly. Very dangerous. Ryan Duran is on deck. Whalen does not want to have to face him with two men on. The set. And the pitch. Swinging a line drive right field. Wall coming in. He's going to make the catch on this one and fires back to first. Not in time to get Griffin, who strayed a bit too far off the bag, but he is back safely.
Very similar looking play. This time, Kelly got a little bit more of it than Griffin, and Wall was able to get a nice read on it. But Griffin almost caught in between bases, got back in time, but that was a closer play than it could have been.
Yeah, almost a huge mistake. Now here's Duran. First pitch. Check swing. Did he go? No. Brian Duran, an incredibly dangerous hitter. This past spring at Westcliff University, he hit .441 in 50 games with 10 home runs. Another pickoff throw to first, and they got him! Griffin kind of looked like he got caught on the slide. He wasn't taking that big of a lead, but he just kind of got jammed, it looked like. And some misfortune for the Legends is the second out of this first inning.
Well, the Legends have the fourth most stolen bases in the CCL with 67, so they're going to be active on the base pass, but the Seagulls were expecting that one.
Swing and a miss from Duran, and how big is that to now have to face him with nobody on base and two outs? Duran this summer hitting .365, does not have a home run yet. Seagulls hoping he will wait till after this series to potentially get that first one. The 1-1. That's down and away. 2-1 the count now to Duran. Whalen comes set. And pitches. That one spins inside, or on the inside corner to Duran, and the count's even at 2-2.
So far, Whalen has looked under control. All his pitches within the zone or just around it.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Here it is. In the dirt, and the count goes full to Duran. If you're just joining us, Mason Griffin led off this game with a single, followed by preceded by a line out to right by Ryder Kelly. Griffin was then picked off first. So 3-2 to Duran, bases empty, nobody out. 2 outs, sorry, the pitch. Way outside, not even close. So Duran draws the walk on a ball 4 that was probably one of the easiest walks of his life.
I'm going to put my hand up for the announcer's jinx there. Said Whalen was controlling it well and then throws 2 pitches for balls, so that's my bad.
Sorry, Drew, I forgive you. Here's Eric Altmark. Hitting at .212 this summer, no home runs. Whalen sets. And delivers. It's in there for strike 1. Looked like a slow changeup from Whalen at 72 miles an hour. The 0-1. That's in there, strike 2. So Whalen ahead in the count, 0-2. Trying to retire Altmark and get through a scoreless first inning. The pitch. Line drive right field, and it's going to drop in front of Wall for a base hit. Duran is going to hold up at second base. The third baseman of the inning, the second hit. That'll bring up Carlos Cruzmar.
Well, Whalen's a righty, and so far all 4 of the, 3 of the 4 Legends hitters that have come up to the plate have been lefties, and they've been pulling it to right. All 3 balls in play have gone into right field.
Yeah, that pickoff at first base for Griffin starting to loom a lot larger. You got to imagine that run would have scored if he was still on base. First pitch to Cruzmar is ripped through the hole in left field for a base hit. Schmidt has it. The runner will be held up at third, Duran. So now the third hit of the inning, and the bases will be loaded with 2 outs.
Now batting number 27, Ethan Mooser.
So we're going to get a mound visit here as Cage Casconi will make the visit to the pitcher's mound. This inning has gone single, line out, then pick off, walk, single, single. So 4 base runners, but no runs have come in.
Fortunately for San Francisco, they do have 2 outs. So even with the bases juiced, a ball in play, they could get out of it. And then, of course, if Whalen can strike out Mooser, then they can also get out of it. Heavy dosage of lefties, though, in this Legends lineup.
Mooser hitting .209. The first pitch. Swing and a miss. Might have chased outside, and it's 0-1. Bases loaded, 2 down. The 0-1. Foul back, and it's quickly 0-2. Well, Whalen got ahead of Altmark 0-2, but he promptly lined a single, so still not out of the woods yet. You got Duran at third, Altmark at second, Cruzmar at first. 0-2. Outside, 1-2 now to Mooser.
No shift from the Seagull infield. They're all in their natural positions.
Pressure spot already in this first inning. The 1-2. Up high. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 down, bases loaded. Whalen comes set. And throws. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Legends loads the bases but cannot score. Seagulls coming up.
So leading off things for the Seagulls will be Davis Gurman, followed by Jake Brewer, then Tanner Wall, then Christian Lamoth, Brandon Swanson, Ethan Lopez, George Schmidt, Emilio Feliciano, and Cade Heflin.
So Davis Gurman leading things off for the Seagulls. First pitch. High pop foul, backing out of play.
Colton Parenti on the mound for the Legends. In 5 innings this year, he's rocking a 5.40 ERA.
Here's his 0-1. Big slow breaking ball fouled off again, and Gurman quickly behind 0-2. Gurman, the product of Kitchener, Canada, hitting at .260. 2 home runs tied for the Seagulls team lead. 0-2 pitch. Foul off again. Gurman has hit a lot of balls hard lately, but has gotten pretty unlucky. A lot of lineouts on his ledger. Another 0-2. Chopped foul. Gurman got on base with the Seagulls trailing 5-4 in the bottom of the 9th. He led off with an infield single, advanced to second on a throwing error, and eventually scored the tying run on a wild pitch. Seagulls, if you missed it, eventually won that game in the 10th on a walk-off single by Christian Lamoth.
That was excellent base running from Gurman last night. Part of the reason they won that game.
The 0-2. Chopped foul once again, and Gurman really battling to lead off this game.
Hey, if you're going to get one thing for your leadoff man, it's hard at bats. He's got to be someone that's hard to strike out, and he's making Parenti work here.
Another 0-2. Up and away, and finally, there's ball 1 to Gurman. Here's the 1-2. Big, slow breaking ball called strike 3. Gurman doesn't really think so, but it's out number 1.
Yeah, I don't know about that one either. I'm with Gurman. That ball looked outside to me, but a good frame job by Madrigal, so it will be a strikeout nonetheless.
Here's Brewer. A .284 hitter, but a .420 on-base percentage. He's done a really, really nice job of reaching base any way possible this year. The first pitch. Fastball in there, strike 1. Brewer, the shortstop today, moving around between third and short this year. That's down and away to make it 1-1. So 1 ball, 1 strike to count. And the pitch. High fly ball, center field. Griffin moving over towards the right center gap, and he makes the catch for out number 2.
Now batting number 37, Tanner Wall.
So that'll bring up Tanner Wall. Wall, a .272 hitter. He taps the first pitch foul at the plate. Wall, one of 2 2026 high school graduates on this Seagulls team, along with tonight's 7-hitter, George Schmidt. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Fouled off to the left and out of play. So a lot of foul balls early in this game for the Seagulls.
I feel like we always see a lot of foul balls here. The cars in the parking lot definitely know a lot about the foul balls here.
Yeah, so do the people walking along the path down the right field line. Here comes an 0-2. Inside to Wall. 1-2 now. Here it is. Outside, 2 balls, 2 strikes now. Gurman struck out to lead off the Seagulls half of the first. Brewer flew out. Now it's 2-2 to Tanner Wall. The pitch. Line drive towards the middle and through for a base hit.
Tanner Wall remains consistent. He'll get his singles. He's a single machine, that's for sure.
Yeah, Wall has hit so many of those singles up the middle this year. So now here's Christian Lamoth, the walk-off hero from last night. Lamoth, a 273 hitter with an 830 OPS. The first pitch to him is swung on and foul tipped off the catcher Madrigal. So another first pitch strike.
Parenti's definitely attacking the zone against these Seagull batters. We'll see if that translates to anything later in the game.
Pickoff throw to first, but Wall back safely. Here's the 0-1. Fouled off once again, and another Seagulls hitter behind in the count 0-2. The set and the pitch. Big slow breaking ball misses outside at 69 miles an hour. So make it 1-2 to Lamoth. Brandon Swanson on deck should Lamoth extend the inning. 1-2. Popped up, foul once again. 15 pitches now in this first for Parenti. The 1-2 to Lamoth. Chop towards the middle. It's going to be fielded at short, and he will step on the bag just in time to get Wall, who slid short of the base, and the inning is over. 0-0 as we go to the second. Casey Levitt-McGee will lead off the top of the second inning for the Legends.
Now batting number 7, Casey Levitt-McGee.
Legends loaded the bases in the top of the first, but could not score. They did get 4 base runners, but the Seagulls, with the help of a pickoff, did not allow a run to cross. Here's the first pitch to Casey Levitt-McGee. It's a breaking ball on the outside corner for strike 1. The 0-1. Levitt-McGee grounds it to the left side and through. Another base hit for the Legends. Already their 4th of the day. They've got a leadoff man on once again.
Now batting number 5, Barclay Ovalle.
So now it's Barclay Ovalle. Local guy, went to Sacred Heart in San Francisco. Only hitting 188 on the summer, no home runs. First pitch, he shows bunt, and the breaking ball winds up over his head for ball one. So a bit of a shaky start for Finn Whalen. Trying to bear down with 8, 9, and 1 coming up. The 1-0. Inside, and that hit him. So after a breaking ball goes over Ovie's head while he was squaring to bunt, the next one hits him.
Now batting number 26, Nick Madrigal.
So now it's Nick Madrigal, another big scoring opportunity for the Legends. Madrigal 6 for 14 on the summer. He does have a home run. So Levitt McGee at second, Ovalle at first, Madrigal at the plate. He shows bunt, pulls back and takes the ball. Must have missed down low. Both of these teams love to bunt. We've definitely seen that yesterday and throughout the course of the season. Another bunt attempt. This time he gets it down. It's going to be Whalen fielding it off the mound. His only play will be to first, and he gets Madrigal, who does his job and advances both runners.
Now batting number 34, Mason Griffin.
Madrigal does do his job and advance the runners, but solid composure from Whalen to field it cleanly and make the play that needed to be made.
So now a rather uncomfortable situation for Whalen and the Seagulls, who are bringing the corners in. Second and third, one out, and leadoff man Mason Griffin at the plate. First pitch, up and away, ball one. Griffin lined a single to right to lead off the game, but was picked off. Seagulls trying to avoid falling into an early hole. The 1-0. Swung on and missed. Might have foul tipped it, but in any case, it's 1-1. Corners in for the Seagulls. Other than that, defense straight up. The 1-1. Swung on and missed. Went up the ladder, and it's 1-2 now.
This is a massive at-bat for the pitcher and the hitter. Not only does Griffin have a chance to drive in some runs, but Whalen has an opportunity to strike out Griffin and get them to 2 outs.
The 1-2. Went up high again, maybe a little too high. Griffin took it. Now it's 2-2. So definitely a strikeout or pop-out situation for the Seagulls. The pitch is called ball 3. Ethan Lopez came up out of his crouch, and the Seagulls dugout certainly thought it was strike 3, when in fact it was ball 3. So a full count now to Griffin. The set. And the pitch. Line drive left field. Schmidt coming in. It falls in front of him for a base hit. They're going to hold the runner at third. But a run comes in, and the Legends are on top 1-0.
Now batting number 39, Ryder Kelly.
So Kelly stands in. Runners on the corners. 1 down. The scoreboard says 2 down. I don't think that's correct. Pitch. On the outside corner, strike 1. Kelly hit a home run yesterday. We broadcasters remember him for destroying our camera. The Legends came here the last series before this one. Now a pickoff throw to first. Griffin, who has already been picked off in this game, is back safely.
Yeah, personally not the biggest Ryder Kelly fan because of that, but not personal.
That one misses 1-1. A very dangerous Ryan Duran on deck. But now it's Kelly dealing with Whalen. The 1-1. Fly ball center field. Gurman moving over towards the left center gap. He makes the catch. Runner tags. Gurman's throw home is cut off by Lamoth. It was headed up the line. It's a sac fly for Kelly, and it's the second Legends run.
Now batting number 22, Ryan Dudon.
So Duran will bat with Griffin at first, 2 down. Legends have tagged Whalen for 2 in this inning. They've looked pretty comfortable against him all game. First pitch. Outside, ball 1. Duran drew a walk in the first inning and was stranded at third. The 1-0 pitch. Line drive left field. Schmidt is going to let it drop in front of him, and now it takes a bad hop, and it's going to roll all the way to the wall. Griffin's going to be waved in. He's going to score with these. Duran, we'll see how they score that, but he ends up at second base, and it's another run for the Legends.
Yeah, it seems like Schmidt was a little indecisive of whether he should come in and try to make the play in the air and catch it for an out or let it hop in front of him, and he kind of caught between those two decisions, so it short hopped at his feet and was able to get by him.
Yeah, he didn't read it perfectly off the bat, and then just a very high hop, and it went by him. So now Altmark trying to add another. First pitch. Inside, ball 1. Scoreboard, well, now it reads 3-0. It said 4-0 for a second. The 1-0 pitch. Fouled off. 1-1 now heads up in the on-deck circle, and that one's going to be caught on the fly by the third base coach on the ricochet from the backstop. Duran at second. 2 down, 3 runs in for the Legends in this second. The 1-1. Ball 2 off the outside. Having a little bit of a hard time understanding the strike zone today so far.
Yeah, I'm with you. A little inconsistent, but not much we can do.
The 2-1. Inside. Altmark looked like he was trying to lean into that one, but no dice. It's now 3-1. Altmark, a native of Oregon. 3-1 pitch. Fouled off once again, and the count goes full. This inning has gone single hit by pitch, sack bunt, single, sack fly, double. Altmark trying to extend it. Whalen trying to end it. The 3-2. Up high, and that's ball 4. Yet another base runner for the Legends.
Now coming up to the plate, the hot dog batter number 33, Carlos Cruz-Mar.
So here's Cruzmar. Cage Cascone is going to make a mound visit for the second time already in this game.
Looks like there is some bullpen activity for the Seagulls. Not surprising. We said this in the pregame show. Whalen's on 1 day of rest, so we didn't know how long his leash would be in this one. And
maybe there is some fatigue at play. He threw 44 pitches in that outing 2 days ago. Trying to get out of the second inning, an inning in which the Legends have already scored 3. It's going to be Carlos Cruzmar. Here's the first offering. Tapped foul, strike 1.
if you're Finn Whalen, you just stay composed. Seagulls came back from a 3-0 deficit last night. This game's certainly not over, close to over.
The Seagulls have put up double-digit runs on the Legends multiple times this year. This game definitely not over. 0-1. Kruzmar taps it foul. And the crowd, if they're paying attention, would be getting pretty excited here as the hot dog batter is now behind 0-2.
And so Whalen just needs to worry about the next pitch and not focus on what happened before. And strike out Kruzmar with 2 strikes right here.
Shakes off Lopez. Now comes set. And throws. Kruzmar strikes out swinging. So for the second straight inning, Whalen ends it with a strikeout. It's 3-0 Legends as we go to the bottom of the second. Bottom of the second inning now. Brandon Swanson's going to lead things off for the Seagulls.
Now batting number 30, Ethan Lopez. He's number 39, Brandon Swanson.
First pitch. Called strike one with the fastball. That looks up and away to me, but Swanson now behind 0-1. Pitch. Breaking ball misses outside. 1-1 now. Swanson got off to a bit of a slow start this year, but has really turned things around. His OPS is up to 771 now. 1-1. Same pitch, same result. 2-1 now.
Yeah, last night Swanson had that RBI double.
He hits this one pretty deep down the left field line, way back, and foul. Man, well, it's 357 down that left field line. That ball ended up not having home run distance. A lot of other parks in the CCL, I'd imagine that's gone, but instead it's a loud strike.
About 4 feet foul and 2 feet short of a home run. That's how close it was for Brandon Swanson right there. He's been seeing it well against the Legends as of late. 2 doubles last night, including that two RBI doubles, so a clutch hitter against them.
The 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and Swanson is the second strikeout of the day for Parenti.
Now batting number 30, Ethan Lopez.
Now here's Lopez. Speaking of big swings against the Legends, Lopez had one of his own earlier this season, a grand slam here at Tom Lehrer Field. First pitch to him here, drops in there at 69 miles an hour for strike 1. Here's the 0-1. Upstairs with the fastball. Lopez coming into this game hitting at 231. He's got that one home run, the grand slam, 9 runs batted in. Here's the 1-1. Lopez takes strike 2, and man, home plate umpires really giving the pitchers that outside corner today.
I mean, in the MLB, that'd be called a ball with ABS.
Oh,
But
Lopez would be tapping his helmet immediately.
magical. Nice frame job, I guess.
And Lopez takes that one inside. Maybe if he'd stood there like a statue, it would have gotten hit, but instead it's ball 2. Here it is. That's upstairs, ball 3. Seagulls so far in this inning doing a nice job getting Parenti to throw a lot of pitches. Now here comes a 3-2. Foul back. George Schmidt on deck. Then it would be Feliciano and Heflin. Parenti will step off. Still 3-2 to Ethan Lopez. And the pitch. Ground ball right side and through for a base hit. So Ethan Lopez has the Seagulls' second hit of the game, his 16th of the year.
That was really great piece of hitting from Ethan Lopez. Falls behind in the count, but is able to bounce back.
So here's George Schmidt, the newest Seagull. And he put on a show in batting practice today. Hit a lot of home runs to right field and a lot of low line drives. First pitch. This one smacked on the ground, foul up the first base line.
He's a two-way player, too. He also pitches for the Seagulls, the only two-way player on the team, so got a lot of power with the bat and the arm.
Very, very talented young player. As I mentioned, just graduated high school a few months ago. That one misses low to make it 1-1. Schmidt, as a hitter on the year, is 3 for 19. 1-1. Upstairs, ball 2, and the Seagulls continuing to put together some nice long at-bats against Parenti in this second. Pitch. Fastball down low, and Schmidt now ahead in the count, 3-1. Seagulls trying to respond after the Legends put up 3 in the top half of the second. 3-1. Schmidt sends a ground ball to short. This could be 2. He will step on the bag and throw to first, and it gets away. The runner was out at second. That call was met with groans from the Seagulls dugout. Schmidt runs it out after the errant throw. That'll bring up Emilio Feliciano.
Emilio Feliciano.
So here's Feliciano. First pitch. Swing and a foul tip into the glove for strike 1. A 1. Right side, base hit. Schmidt is going to be held at second. Don't get back picked, and the throw ends up going to third. So Emilio Feliciano, the second Seagulls hit of the inning. That'll bring up Cade Heflin.
Number 20, Cade Heflin.
I don't know if it's just the amount of lefties in this lineup, even though for both teams, even though Feliciano is not a lefty. But a lot of balls in that gap between second and first in this game so far.
And both teams taking advantage of that hole. Cade Heflin will bat as the tying run. First pitch. Ripped foul down the first baseline. And maybe a foot away from extra bases.
Schmidt scores on that, and maybe even Feliciano. That would have gone very deep into right field down the line.
It looked like a ball that could have gone out of play, so that did happen. Feliciano wouldn't have scored. Interesting ground rules here. The 0-1. Shallow center field. Griffin will be there, And the inning is over. Seagulls get 2 men on, but do not score. Still 3-0 Legends as we go to the third.
Are aches, pains, or everyday stress keeping you from living life to the fullest? At Aranabar Chiropractic, gentle and effective chiropractic care isn't just treatment, it's a tradition. Dr. Jorge Aranabar and his team utilize individualized therapies and proven chiropractic techniques designed to help you find lasting pain relief, recover from injury, and achieve total body wellness. Whether you're dealing with back pain, neck pain, sports injuries, or simply looking to improve your quality of life, Aranabar Chiropractic is committed to helping you feel better when you leave than when you arrived. There are many roads to wellness. Let us help you find the one that fits your lifestyle. Visit www.aranabarchiro.com. That's ARANIBARCHIRO.com. Aranabar Chiropractic. Your path to better health starts here.
So Finn Whalen back out there for the third inning. He's going to be facing the sixth hitter, Ethan Mooser, who he struck out to end the first. First pitch. In the dirt, ball one. Mooser sends this one foul along the left field line to even the count. Well, Whalen, as we mentioned, threw 44 pitches 2 days ago. He's now up to 49 in this one. Nobody warming in the Seagulls bullpen, it doesn't look like. The 1-1. Foul tip, strike two.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if we'd see Whalen for another inning, but Mark Caviglia does have confidence in his starting pitcher. The season starter, in fact.
Yeah, Whalen was the opening day starter. Ace of the staff, you could say. The 1-1. Outside, ball two. A pitch. Cued to third. Brandon Swanson fields the hop and throws across in time. And the leadoff man is gone for the Legends for the first time in this game.
That ball must have had a ton of spin on it. Took a really weird bounce. Solid play by Swanson, though, to read it properly and make the play. But like you said, cued is definitely the proper vocabulary to describe that ground ball.
Well, thank you, Drew. I work very hard at my job. But yeah, Swanson, who has not played a ton of third base this year, all the credit in the world to him for making that play cleanly. Here's Casey Levitt McGee. Whalen's first pitch to him. Outside, ball one. Pitch. High pop-up foul. Looks like it's going out of play. Heads up over by the barbecue. So 1-1 the count now. Levitt McGee, also out of Sacred Heart in San Francisco. Played this spring at CSU Bakersfield, but only got 5 at-bats. A 189 hitter for the Legends. And this one misses outside, so a lot of pitches that end up over the right-handed batter's box for Whalen in this inning. So 2 balls, 1 strike. A pitch to Levitt McGee. Outside once more. Count moves to 3-1.
Breeze has started to pick up here, so it feels like it's almost coming from right field in now, contrary to prior to the game when it was blowing out to right, so maybe swirling in the air a bit.
Umpire just had to wave away a kid who was getting too close to the foul line in left field. I mean, come on, don't these kids know this is a CCL baseball game? This is a big deal. Can't be running on the field. Anyway, back to action. 3-1. Ground ball right side, Lamoth fields the high hop, and Levitt McGee didn't run, so Lamoth will make the easiest put out of his life for out number 2.
Now batting number 5, Barkley
Yeah,
O'Brien.
Seagulls dugout chirping Levitt McGee a little bit for not running that one out. Kind of a curious decision.
I mean, maybe he thought it was going foul, but at least from my vantage point, I thought it was pretty clearly going to be fair. You got to run that out, even if it's close. Anyway, here's Ovalle. 2 up, 2 down so far for Whalen. Ovalle checks his swing, and he went around. Strike 1.
It's a good off-speed pitch from Whalen. Ovalle thought fastball, but ball dropped quickly below the zone.
Great sign so far for Whalen, retiring the first 2 hitters in this inning after a laborious first and second. The 0-1. Ovalle taps it foul, quickly 0-2.
Gotta admire Finn Whalen's resiliency. He's definitely come out in this 3rd inning and looked the best he's looked so far in this game.
Well, there's a reason he was the opening day starter. Almost all the time he's able to figure it out on the mound. The 0-2 in the dirt. Ball 1. Ovalle, a product of Fresno State. Here comes the 1-2. Chopper off the glove of Whalen, deflects to Feliciano, who throws on the run. Not in time to get Ovalle. Really impressive effort from Feliciano, but Ovalle just a little bit too fast.
Feliciano started the year off at short and has been moved to second mid-year, but he was showing off a little bit of those shortstop skills with that rangy play. Close call, but Ovalle was able to run it out, but impressive stuff from Emilio Feliciano.
That ball was just chopped into no man's land. Once it hit off the glove of Whalen, it was going to be a really tricky play. Feliciano did all he could, but Ovalle ran it out. Now here's Madrigal. Pickoff throw to first, but Ovalle back safely. First pitch. Madrigal takes strike 1. Legends have a couple players who at least very closely share names with MLB players. Nick Madrigal, infielder for the Angels this year. And if you take away one of Casey Levitt McGee's last names, he becomes Casey McGee, former third baseman. That one misses down low. 1-1 now to Madrigal. Ovalle at first after the infield single and another pickoff throw. This one doesn't get him.
I'm about to predict the future, Brennan. These kids down the left field line are about to get yelled at in the next 2 minutes. They're almost on the field.
Yeah, I mean, that's the same spot they were in when they got yelled at. Or not yelled at, but were requested to move. I mean, like, seriously, how do you not learn your lesson? That left field line has caused some issues this year. We've seen a dog get on the field. This isn't the first time we've seen a kid get too close. It's outside to make it 3-1.
I will never forget the dog on the field who let the dogs out, started playing on the speakers, which was quite funny, and it was just running around all in left field while its owner tried to catch it.
There's ball 4 to Madrigal. I take full credit, by the way, for who let the dogs out. That was my decision.
Now batting number 34, Mason Griffin.
Anyway, here's Mason Griffin, who has not been retired today. He's 2 for 2. Now, that's several Seagulls players now walking along the fence in left field. What could they possibly be doing out there?
It looks like the Seagulls bullpen is maybe collecting some balls out there.
First pitch to Griffin. Down low for ball 1. Little bullpen field trip out in left field. Why not?
Are they just making a lap? I am...
Do a lap, see what's real. Inside to Griffin. So Whalen, after retiring the first two men in this inning, Legends have gone single and walk, and they're threatening once again. Oh, I see. They're fixing the fence in left center field. No? Never mind. The 2-0. Griffin takes strike one. The fence is kind of like, what's the word? It's like sinking in left center field. And one of the Seagulls players just like touched it and walked away. I mean, if you're out there, you might as well fix it, right?
I'm perplexed right now.
Maybe not while the game's going on. Griffin takes in the dirt. Now it's 3-1. Yeah, they're just kind of standing out there next to the drooping part of the fence. I mean, maybe they'll fix it in between innings.
This is a first on the year, that's for sure. Looks like they're just standing out there.
A lot of extracurriculars going on in this third inning. Whalen's 3-1 pitch. Ripped on the ground to Lamoth, who stabs it and takes it to the bag in time. Legends threaten but do not score. Still 3-0. We go to the bottom of the third. Bottom of the third inning now. The fence has been fixed in left center field. So I guess they were just waiting until the inning break to fix it. And shout out to whoever pointed that out. I mean, you'd hate for that to come into play at some point in this game. They're still hanging out in left center field, but the fence looks a lot better. Anyway, Davis Gurman at the plate. He takes ball one. Gurman rips that one down the left field line. It's going to be fair and roll into the corner. Gurman with great speed will make second easily, and he will drop anchor there. A leadoff double for Davis Gurman.
That's some of that Davis Gurman magic we've seen all season. When he makes contact with pitches, he might hit it the hardest on the entire Seagulls roster. That thing was hit hard off the bat into deep left. If it wasn't into left, probably could have gone 3, given how deep it was if it was in a right. Nonetheless, a stand-up double for Davis Gurman.
So now here's Jake Brewer. Brewer bunts foul. You know, we mentioned earlier that Gurman's been smoking the ball lately. It's been right at some outfielders, but that one found some grass, and now the very speedy Gurman is at second with nobody out. These teams do love their bunts. Let's see if the sign is on again. Parenti will lob a throw to second. Seagulls trail 3-0. That was the score at one point in the game yesterday before they put up 3 to tie it in the 7th, 1 to take the lead in the 8th. Gurman rips this one foul. Seagulls led 4-3 in the 8th, then the Legends took a 5-4 lead in the 9th. Seagulls tied it up at 5 in the 9th. Legends scored 1 in the top of the 10th, and the Seagulls won it with 2 in the bottom of the 10th. Definitely the most exciting game of the season. Brewer behind in the count, 0-2 now. And the pitch. Right side, Kelly. It goes through him into right field. Gurman's going to come around. He's going to score. And the Seagulls have a run. It's 3-1.
Jake Brewer, Mr. Get It Done for the Seagulls team. He gets it done in the infield, at short, at third, and also at the plate. He puts that one in play, and sometimes that's all you need. Gurman scores off that, and Brewer's now in first.
The Seagulls, just like yesterday, working their way back, and Tanner Wall will stride to the plate. Brewer at first. First pitch. Wall rips that into right field down the line, and this one's going to get down. Brewer with good speed. He's on his way to third. Wall holds at first. Brewer stops at third, and the Seagulls are in business.
This top of the order for the Seagulls is pretty lethal. The record for the Seagulls on the season won't show the talent level that this team possesses. And when they get things going, they can be pretty lethal for opposing teams. They've already scored 1, and with no outs, Christian Lamoth up to bat with 2 on. This could get interesting, Brennan.
Yeah, we've alluded a little bit to the bad luck the Seagulls have faced. I mean, the record is what it is, but we've really seen a lot of lineouts, a lot of weird hops that have gone against the Seagulls. Not so much for their opponents. The go-ahead run will be in the batter's box once these guys return to their positions. So Lamoth will stand in. Big swing last night with the walk-off single. Looking for another one here. We've seen Lamoth be very aggressive on the first pitch this year. See what happens here. And it's up high for ball 1. One-0. Lamoth pops it up left side, and it's going to get out of play. Into the Legends bullpen it goes.
For anyone wondering, the bullpen field trip has not ended. They're still out in center field. I think they're just watching the game at this point. It doesn't really look like they're actually doing anything. Maybe they're making their way back now.
Well, I mean, why not? If you're not going to pitch in a game, why not try to get a new vantage point? See some parts of the field you might have never seen before. Lamoth sends this one into right center field, hit pretty well. Out there in the gap, it is caught on a great play by Ovalle, but Brewer is going to tag and score, and this is a 1-run game.
Lamoth does his job, puts the ball in play. I thought, Brennan, that ball was going to get down for extra bases. That would have been at least a double for Lamoth and 2 runs for the Seagulls, but an excellent play by Ovalle in right to range and make that catch.
That was a sparkling play by Ovalle. Definitely robbed Lamoth of extra bases. Now here's Swanson. He takes the first pitch just off the outside for ball 1. This one's hit in the air to left center, pretty deep. Griffin out towards the gap. He's got it for the second out.
Another hard hit ball into the outfield by the Seagulls. This is kind of what we were just alluding to earlier with the lineouts that haven't been falling. It's part of baseball, but 2 really hard hit balls from Lamoth and Swanson that just weren't able to find gaps.
Yeah, Seagulls have been hitting the ball so hard in this inning. Already 2 runs across, now looking for more with Ethan Lopez at the plate and 2 down. Pitch. Big, slow curveball drops in there for strike 1. 67 miles per hour. Wall, pretty good speed at first. The 0-1. Got in on the hands of Lopez, and it's rolling foul down the third baseline. By the way, if you can't tell, an update on the relievers. They are now walking to our left. They just passed the scoreboard, so they might be heading back into the bullpen. Ocho de Lopez is sent on the ground to short. Altmark fields and goes the short way to second in time to get Wall. The inning is over, but not before the Seagulls score twice. It's 3-2 as we go to the fourth.
Seagulls fans, a winning team needs a great field, and your home deserves a great yard. That's where GL Scapes comes in. Whether you're looking to transform your backyard, refresh your landscape, install new irrigation, or keep your property looking championship ready, GL Scapes has the experience and attention to detail to get the job done right. From beautiful lawns and gardens to custom outdoor living spaces, GL Scapes helps homeowners create outdoor environments they'll love for years to come. So while the Seagulls are taking care of the yard tonight, let GL Scapes take care of yours. Professional, reliable, beautiful results. Visit www.glscapes.com to learn more and schedule your next project.
Legends 3, Seagulls 2 as we begin the top of the fourth inning. Whalen back on the mound, Ryder Kelly in the box. Kelly 0 for 2 today. Make that 0 for 1. He's hit a couple balls hard with a lineout and a sac fly. First pitch. Foul tip into the glove for strike one.
Still no activity in the San Francisco bullpen. After a great third inning from Whalen, they're going to keep riding him out in this one.
Here's the 0-1. Kelly takes inside. Whalen now up to 74 pitches on only 1 day's rest. That's really impressive. One. Kelly sends this one on the ground up the third base line, and it's past the dive of Swanson and down the line for extra bases. Schmidt fields it up the hill, and Kelly has a leadoff double.
That was inches fair. Unlucky for the Seagulls. Good effort by Swanson, but not much you could do there. That's just going to skirt up the third base line up into the left field foul area.
Speaking
of
of
those kids are.
Yeah, speaking of the third base line, the kids are back. They only received one warning the first time. You're what, 10, 20 feet from the line?
Less.
Anyway, here's Duran, and he takes strike one. There's some bad luck for Whalen and the Seagulls on that double. He got the ground ball that he would have wanted. Just happened to be right down the line. Now the 0-1 pitch to Duran. Outside, 1-1 now. Duran, very dangerous hitter, has not been retired today. A walk and a double.
Activity in the Seagull bullpen. So we'll see how long the leash is for Whalen in this fourth inning.
The 1-1. Down that line again, it hits the bag and takes a crazy hop. Kelly's going to be waved in, and he's going to score. Duran holds at first. Man, that ball hit off the base. Swanson dove for it. And another just lucky hit placement for the Legends. Their lead is now 4-2.
Almost an identical play as the last one. This one, though, does hit the bag. It was probably a couple inches lower. And just a really weird hop. It's kind of fortunate for the Seagulls, though. They were able to hold it to just a single.
Now here's Altmark. He takes strike one. Duran's double hit quite a bit harder than Kelly's. And Brandon Swanson being tested. These balls are just too far down the line for him or really any third baseman to get. 0-1. Down low, 1-1 now. I mentioned earlier, we've seen the Seagulls put up double-digit runs on the Legends multiple times this year. So a 4-2 lead, especially in the fourth inning, is really not all that big. The 1-1. Lifted foul down the left field line. Don't hit a car. Doesn't sound like it did, and it's 1-2.
I always find it hilarious how whenever there's a foul ball hit into that parking lot area, the entire opposing bullpen just pauses everything they're doing and just watches, waiting to see if it hits a car.
They're always so fascinated no matter what team it is. As Altmark sent the chopper to the right side, that's fielded by Lamoth on a slide. He flips to Whalen, covering in time. Nice play by Christian Lamoth.
That was a sweet play by Christian Lamoth. He stabs one in the grass area, slides to make the play, and a nice toss to Whalen. Duran does move to second, though, but the Seagulls do get the first out of this inning.
Here's Kruzmar, a hot dog batter, and if you're unfamiliar with how we do things at Tom Lawler Field, if the hot dog batter strikes out, then hot dogs are half price for the remainder of the half inning. He has already struck out in this game, but a chance to once again get fans half-price hot dogs. This one is foul up the third baseline. Kruzmar, it's interesting when you hear his name to learn that he's from Santa Cruz. And given that mar in Spanish means sea, kind of a bit of nominative determinism. The fact that a guy named Kruzmar is from San Francisco. Sorry, Santa Cruz. This one foul back uncomfortably close to our camera, and it's now 0-2. Kruzmar had singled and struck out in this one. Duran at second, not a fast runner, one down. And here comes the 0-2. In the dirt, it gets a little bit away from Lopez, but Duran, as I mentioned, not the most fleet of foot. He will stay at second.
Even still, great block by Ethan Lopez. Keeps it in front of him to hold Duran at second.
He's got a handful of pitches in the dirt today, but he's done a really nice job of stopping them. The 1-2. High fly ball, shallow, right field. Feliciano out onto the grass, and he's got it for out number 2.
Now batting number 27, Ethan Musa.
A big non-productive out for Whalen. 2 outs now in this fourth inning.
So now here's Mooser, and he's another case of a fitting geographic name. He's a native of Canada. You know, the stereotypes with Canada and moose and all that. It's kind of funny that a guy named Mooser is from Canada. He pops this one up foul, and then, oh God, don't hit a car. Okay, I think we're good. I'm sure he's heard so many jokes about being Canadian and named Mooser, but I just felt a need to point that out. So 0-1 the count with Duran at second and 2 down. Whalen trying to hold the Legends here. The 0-1. Tapped foul, and it's now 0-2. Well, given the fact that Whalen's pitching on 1 day's rest, and he's now up to 88 pitches, 4 runs in 4 innings, really isn't that bad when you consider the circumstances.
No, I think it's, if anything, an impressive performance from Whalen.
0-2 pitch is outside, 1-2 now. This inning has gone double, single, ground out, pop out. Now here comes a 1-2 pitch, and it's down and in. 1-2 now. Sorry, make that 2-2. Already a run across for the Legends in this fourth inning. Whalen trying to hold them there. The 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Whalen's third strikeout of the day, all of them to end an inning. It's 4-2 as we head to the bottom of the 4th. George Schmidt standing in to lead off the bottom of the 4th. Schmidt 0 for 1 in this game. Here's the first pitch to him. Popped up foul, backing out of play. Schmidt, the two-way player and recent high school grad out of Foothill in Pleasanton, the 0-1. Outside Foothill High School, also the alma mater of Bay Area Sports Hall of Fame member Brandon Crawford. And George told me that his coach in high school was coaching all the way back when Crawford was on the team. 1-1 is in there, strike 2. Feliciano on deck, then Heflin. 7-8-9 due up for the Seagulls in this 4th. The 1-2. Big, slow curveball, called ball 2. I don't understand it, but I'll take it.
A gutsy lead for Schmidt. That looked right down the middle to me, but Seagulls benefit.
The 2-2 pitch. Schmidt fouls it back. Still 2-2. The Legends put up 3 in the top of the 2nd. Seagulls responded with 2 in the bottom of the 3rd. Legends just put up 1 in the top of the 4th. Schmidt pops this one up, right side of the diamond. This one is way up there. Levitt McGee calls for it from first and makes the catch as he crosses the foul line.
Now batting number 7, Emilio Feliciano.
Here's Feliciano. Feliciano singled to right his last time up. Here's the first pitch. Tapped foul up the third baseline. Shadows starting to fall a lot more across the outfield as the clock ticks in this one. The 0-1. Big, slow curveball in there for a strike, and Parenti has been relying on that pitch heavily. Been sitting in the upper 60s. So 0-2 to Feliciano. Here it comes. Another slow breaking ball, but this one's high. Parenti now up to 59 pitches. One, two. Hit in the air to left field pretty deep, but not deep enough as Mooser is there to make the catch. Sounded good off the bat, but just did not have the distance.
Now batting number 20, Cade Heflin.
So now it's Heflin, the DH batting ninth today. Swing and a miss out in front of the breaking ball. I got a chance to talk with Cade Heflin when we shared a train ride home from the Giants game the other day. Heflin, a native of Georgia, had great things to say about being in the Bay Area. His first time ever in California. It's way up and outside 1-1. Plays his college ball at Wheeling University out in West Virginia. 1-1. Ripped foul up the first baseline. 4 home runs this spring for Heflin, but none so far this summer. Here comes the 1-2. Outside to Heflin. Parenti looking for his first 1-2-3 inning of the night. And here it comes on 2-2. Outside again, and the count goes full. Payoff pitch. In the air, left field. Mooser comes in a few steps and makes the catch. So the Seagulls go down 1-2-3 in the fourth. Legends 4, Seagulls 2 as we go to the fifth. Finn Whalen's still out there at 91 pitches on 1 day's rest. What an impressive showing this has been as he faces Casey Levitt McGee to lead off the fifth.
Yeah, we've seen 2 innings now where we've seen activity in the Seagull bullpen, but they've left Whalen in.
Levitt McGee takes the first pitch down low. Legends have gotten the leadoff man on in every inning except the third. Pitch from Whalen. On the inside corner, strike 1. Levitt McGee, a single and a ground out. 9 hits for the Legends already. This one's right down the middle, strike 2.
Whalen might get to 100 pitches here on 1 day rest. That's pretty impressive.
I mean, I kind of harken back to Madison Bumgarner in Game 7 of the World Series, although he came out of the bullpen. Levitt McGee strikes out. And, of course, there's a little bit of a difference between Game 7 of the World Series and our regular season CCL game. Just a little.
Well, Whalen's still striking people out, even at 95 pitches.
So now here's Ovalle, who hasn't been retired. He was drilled in the second inning and singled in the third. Takes this one outside, ball one. He also made a fantastic running catch in the right center gap to rob Christian Lamoth of extra bases, potentially 2 RBI.
Saved at least 1 run, potentially multiple.
1-0. Ovalle gets hit for the second time in this game. Another breaking ball, just Whalen lost control.
Now batting number 26, Nick Madrigal.
Here's Nick Madrigal. And Drew, something I've been keeping an eye on that hasn't really materialized is the energy and the chirping of both dugouts. They were very, very active last night to the point that umpires issued multiple warnings. But things have been pretty calm tonight.
Yeah, last night I think it was the closest we've seen this year to someone getting thrown out.
On the ground to short, this could be 2. Brewer, the feed to second is wild and rolls into right, although Ovalle will stay put at second. That's still pretty tough for the Seagulls. Ball that coulda, woulda, shoulda been a double play. They end up getting no outs on it. So Mason Griffin will stand in with first and second, 1 out. A throwing error for Jake Brewer. Griffin stands in. And the pitch. High in the air, left center. Schmidt is underneath it. And he's got it. Runner tags on his way to third. The throw from Schmidt is in time. And he's out at third. A huge risk for the Legends does not pay off. They make the third out at third. And Whalen gets through 5 innings. 4-2 as we hit the halfway point in this one. Halfway home in this one as we begin the bottom of the 5th inning. Mark Caviglia talking with the home plate umpire about something.
Well, I'll tell you what that something was. The manager for the Legends came out and did like a unofficial mound visit right before the start of the inning during warm-up pitches. It was really weird. I've never seen anything like that before.
Mark Caviglia, always on top of the littlest and most niche rules. So the first pitch to Gurman is upstairs for ball 1. Seagulls have the top of the lineup in this 5th inning. Good chance to make some noise. Potentially tie up this game or take the lead. 1-0. Line drive, base hit into left field. Another knock for Davis Gurman. He has been money today. And the Seagulls have the leadoff man on.
Deja vu to that 3rd inning where the Seagulls got their 2 runs. Gurman led things off in that inning and had that leadoff double. This time he gets on with a single to lead things off, both to left field. And looks like we'll have that mound visit that we kind of saw a few minutes ago actually take place.
Yeah, it looks like Parenti's day is done. So we've got a new arm coming into the game for the Legends, and we'll tell you about him when we come back. So Tyler O'Toole, a two-way player, is now on the mound for the Legends. As a pitcher this year, this will be his 5th game. One of those was a start. He's thrown 7 innings and is yet to give up a run. 4 hits, 8 strikeouts, 3 walks on his line. So Parenti's day is done after 4 innings. He surrenders 2 runs, and he is responsible for Gurman at first. O'Toole finishing his warm-up tosses. Going to be facing Brewer, Wall, and Lamoth. 2, 3, 4 for the Seagulls.
It's the most dangerous spot in the Seagull order. O'Toole is a righty, and Brewer is a righty, so righty on righty to start, but then Wall and Lamoth, they're both lefties.
O'Toole, a Central Valley guy, went to high school in Clovis and played this spring at Fresno City College. In the Bay Area for summer ball as Jake Brewer strides to the plate. And he will bat with Gurman at first, nobody out. Brewer 1 for 2, singled in the 3rd. First pitch is upstairs. 82 miles an hour from O'Toole. One 0. Caught the corner down and away, and that part of the plate continues to be a very generously called part of the strike zone for pitchers. 1-1 now.
I'll give the umpire a little bit of credit. He's kept it consistent, but I just don't think those are strikes.
1-1. Ground ball to third. Could be. No, it goes through! On his way to third is Gurman. Brewer heading for 2, and he's going to make it. Oh, man, on a ball that was hit softly to third, it just went right under the glove of Kruzmar. And that's a gift. Seagulls have 2 in scoring position with nobody out, and Tanner Wall striding to the plate.
Brennan, I'll say it again. Deja vu from the 3rd inning. 3rd inning, Gurman leads it off. Gets on base with a double in the 3rd, this time with a single. Second batter's Brewer. He gets on with an error. Same exact thing. Crazy.
You gotta love the Seagulls staying in this game and fighting. As Wall sends the first pitch on the ground to short. Brewer breaks for third. The throw will go there, and he is out. Brewer not happy with himself. Seagulls making the first out at third after the Legends made the 3rd out at third earlier in the game. But a run does come in. Gurman crosses, and it's once again a 1-run game. So now here's Lamoth. That's outside, 1-0. I reckon something's going on with the barbecue. The stands are filling up with smoke, and the Seagulls players are chirping from the dugout.
We may have a small fire here. I'm not joking.
Oh my god. No, there's a lot of smoke. Oh man.
Umpire might call time in a second here. If you can't see it on the camera, it is really smoky all of a sudden.
I'm getting flashbacks to fire season here in California. So 1-1 to Christian Lamoth batting in the smoke. He smokes this one into left field for a base hit.
No pun intended.
No, pun very much intended. So the Seagulls once again have 2 men on.
The Seagulls dugout is currently perplexed with the whole grill situation behind us. They are all kind of up and about, taking a peek over. I think there's a fire, Brennan.
The smoke is starting to clear up, so whatever was causing the problem has hopefully been resolved. Tanner Wall, by the way, 3 hits. Last 2 coming on the first pitch. Sorry, that was Lamoth. So now here's Swanson. Line drive into left field, base hit. Wall broke back, so he's going to be held up at third. And the Seagulls have loaded the bases against O'Toole.
Like we said, that top of the order for San Francisco, very dangerous for opposing teams, especially when they have things going. It can come in bunches.
Now batting number 30, Ethan Lopez.
So bases loaded, 1 out, and a familiar situation for Ethan Lopez with the bases loaded against the Legends. Hit a grand slam against Menlo Park earlier this year. Here he gets hit, and that'll tie the game.
That's one way to tie the game.
A painful result, but Lopez, a catcher, is probably more used to that than most. Looks like Casey Levitt McGee at first thinks that hit Lopez's bat. But George Schmidt will come to the plate with the bases loaded. Now a tie game. And there's a baseball resting on the first baseline, but
That
Emilio
could've been
Feliciano
really dangerous.
corrals it. Yeah, thank goodness somebody noticed.
It was on the white, so it's kind of hard to say.
The whole stove just blew up.
We have confirmation the grill did catch fire.
Schmidt chops one up the first baseline, but it's foul. The Seagulls trying to catch some fire themselves in this 5th inning. They've already tied it. Now a prime opportunity to take the lead with the bases loaded and Schmidt at the plate.
Still only 1 out, so more runs could easily come here.
Well outside, 1-1 now to Schmidt. Here comes a 1-1. Schmidt takes strike 1 on the inside part of the plate. Once again, I don't think that was a strike, but hey, home plate umpire, I would say he has been consistent. And at the end of the day, that's really all you can ask for from an umpire.
I'll also say Nick Madrigal is doing an excellent job framing a lot of these pitches.
Schmidt strikes out. So that's the second out.
Now batting number 7,
The
Emilio
first batter retired by O'Toole. And now it's going to come down to Emilio Feliciano. O'Toole came in to face Brewer. Has now faced 6 batters. He's retired 1 and also gotten an out at third as Feliciano takes down low.
Not to get ahead of myself, but it does look like Finn Whalen's day may be done.
Here comes the 1-0. Feliciano pops it up. Center of the diamond. Kelly from second makes the call, and he's got it to end the inning. But the Seagulls have tied the game. It is 4-4. We're through 5 here at Tom Lara Field.
Looking for the perfect ride for your next road trip, away game, or family vacation? Hit the road together with MVNN Motors. Whether you're heading to a tournament, taking the family on a weekend getaway, or planning an adventure with friends, our spacious 12 and 15 passenger vans make every trip easier, more comfortable, and a lot more fun. Why split up into multiple cars when everyone can ride together? Share the laughs, sing along to the music, talk strategy before the big game, and create memories that last long after the trip is over. At MVNN Motors, our vans are clean, reliable, roomy, and ready for the journey ahead. With plenty of space for passengers, luggage, sports gear, and vacation essentials, you can focus less on logistics and more on experience. From baseball tournaments to beach vacations, family reunions to team travel, MVNN Motors helps bring people together 1 mile at a time. Reserve your 12 or 15 passenger van today and make the journey part of the memory. Visit mvnnmotors.com to reserve your family fun vehicle today. MVNN Motors, bringing friends and families closer wherever the road takes you.
Finn Whalen is back out there for the 6th inning after 99 pitches on 1 day's rest, and I just continue to be so impressed by his endurance, stamina in this one.
We've had 3 innings where there's been a lot of bullpen activity for the Seagulls, but they've just kept him in there.
We'll see how long the leash is. The Legends do have 2 righties due up, as the first of them, Kelly, sends a ground ball that goes through the legs of Brewer and into left field for the leadoff base runner.
You know, all season long we've seen a lot of weird hops in that shortstop, second base area. Not sure if it's the field or what, but I can't help but notice that there's been some weird hops and made it difficult for both teams, shortstops and second basemen.
Definitely a tough hop, but I'm sure Brewer is not too happy with himself after that one. So now here's Duran, who takes strike 1. Duran has not been retired in this game. He's walked, doubled, and singled. There's a pickoff throw to first. Kelly is back safely. Christian Lamoth tagged him a second time in case he came off the bag, but he did not.
Almost got him with a little hidden ball trick. Fake the throw back to Whalen.
Runner goes. Pitches inside. Throw down by Lopez is not in time. The Seagulls dugout collectively screamed, "Got him." I thought they were right. But Kelly, after reaching on a ball through Brewer's legs, has stolen second base.
An acrobatic effort, though, by Feliciano. He caught it in the air, then also in the air, swept back to make the tag. Really athletic play.
Now an uncomfortable situation. Right after the Seagulls tie the game, they're in trouble again with a runner at second, nobody out, and Duran at the plate. Ball 2. Aldmark is on deck. We'll see if Whalen stays in to face the lefty. Here comes the 2-1. Up and in. That looked like it was headed for Duran's head, but he ducks out of the way. And it's now 3-1.
For a 4th straight inning, there is activity in the Seagull bullpen.
I mean, I have to imagine this is where Whalen's night finally comes to an end. 3-1. And that's ball 4. So the first 2 Legends to the plate in this inning have reached.
Number 42, Eric Altmark.
And the lefty Eric Aldmark will come to the plate. Mark Caviglia slowly making his way to the mound. And I'd imagine this is going to be the end of the line for Finn Whalen. So
105 pitches for Finn Whalen. Impressive performance from him.
You can say that again. On 1 day's rest, after throwing 44 pitches 2 days ago, he gives way to Ben Juiced.
Nice little ovation for Whalen. Crowd appreciates his effort. We'll be right back after the warm-up.
So Ben Juiced on the mound for the Seagulls. Finn Whalen on 1 day of rest goes 5 innings, but he's responsible for those men on first and second. Juice will be facing Altmark. And the first pitch. He shows bunt and fouls it. You definitely understand the logic behind going to Juiced. Juiced obviously a side armor. Those kinds of pitchers tend to do a good job of inducing ground balls. Ground ball would be very, very welcome here. No balls in strike. Altmark takes a looping breaking ball up high. 1-1 now. A lot of room on the left side of the diamond with Brewer covering second. 1-1. Inside. 2-1 now. Juiced out a Sacred Heart in San Francisco, just like a handful of these legends. Played last year at Pacific University up in Forest Grove, Oregon. 2-1. High fly ball left field. George Schmidt moving towards the line a bit. He's got it for the first out, and that's exactly what Juiced and the Seagulls wanted, an unproductive out.
Definitely. With no outs going into that at-bat, they needed almost certainly a strikeout or some type of pop-out like you just saw, and so now all of a sudden it's 1 out instead of 0 with 2 on.
So now here's Kruzmar. A well-placed ground ball would end the inning, and a strikeout would mean half-price hot dogs for the fan here at Tom Lara Field. Slider, swing and a miss, strike 1.
That was filthy, Brennan.
I don't know about you, Drew, but I just love watching sidearm and submarine pitchers throw. Something about it is just mesmerizing.
Is that just because you're a Giants fan? You like Tyler Rogers?
I mean, that's certainly part of it, but my sidearm fandom preceded his Giants career. As a pickoff throw to second doesn't result in anything. Kelly at second, Duran at first, 1 down. Juiced trying to keep this game tied. The pitch. Another slider, but this one spins up high, 1-1. Here comes the 1-1. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. 2 whiffs in this at-bat for Kruzmar, who's already struck out in this one. Lamoth playing very shallow and towards the line at first base. One, two from Juice. Runner goes. Line drive towards the middle. Feliciano can't get it, and it's a base hit into center field. Duran holds at second. Kelly comes in to score, and the Legends are back on top.
Now batting number 27, Ethan Musser.
Well, a very acrobatic leaping attempt by Feliciano. If he had caught it, it would have been a double play with the runners going. Instead, it's a run-scoring hit. Now here's Musser. The Legends now have 10 hits in this one. Musser has yet to join in on the fun. He's 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts. The 0-1. Driven to right. Wall moving back towards the gap. He is not going to get it, and this is going to roll for a while out there in right center field. Duran's going to score. Kruzmar is getting waved. The throw will go to third. Swanson fields it on a bounce but runs into the umpire. 2 runs have scored on a triple by Ethan Musser.
That was that gap where Lamoth drove one earlier this game. His didn't get down, but Musser's does.
We've seen it a few times this year. If a ball goes to the gap here at Tom Lara Field, It's more likely a triple than not. 447 to dead center. A lot of room in the gaps. So once again, the Legends have a 3-run lead and are looking for more. With Mooser at third, 1 down, and Casey Levitt-McGee takes ball 1. German playing really shallow in center. This is hit down the left field line, and this is going to get down for extra bases. Mooser can walk home. Levitt-McGee is going to have a double. 8-4 now.
Now batting number 5, Barclay Ovalle.
So Juice came in with runners at first and second, nobody out. He got a alt mark to fly out as the first batter he faced, but 3 straight hits since then. And now Barclay Ovalle will hit. Runner goes to third. Lopez's throw is high, not going to get him, and it's another stolen base for the Legends in this inning. So another insurance run is 90 feet closer. And the next one to Ovalle is lined to short. Brewer's going to field it on a hop. He will throw to first and retire Ovalle. But Levitt-McGee comes in to score, and all of a sudden, this has become a 5-run inning, and now 9 runs on the scoreboard for the Legends. Man, that happened fast.
Yeah, a couple extra base hits with already ducks on the pond. That'll do it.
Now it's Nick Madrigal. Strike 1. This is really not what we're used to seeing from Ben Juiced. Usually that funky sidearm delivery is pretty deceiving to most CCL hitters, but not so for the Legends today. This one is chopped. It is a foul ball picked up by Lopez on the wrong side of the line. So Juiced quickly ahead 0-2. This top of the 6th inning started with Ryder Kelly reaching on an error by Brewer, and Duran walked, at which point Whalen was removed for Juiced. This is wrapped towards right center field. German on a sprint. He's going to run it down, and the inning is finally over. But the Legends score 5 times. It's 9-4. Bottom of the 6th inning now. Seagulls have work to do. Down 9-4. after the Legends untied the game with 5 in the top of the 6th. Still 9 outs, or 12 outs to play with for the Seagulls. Heflin takes his first pitch from O'Toole, who's back out there, down low for ball 1. Heflin has flown out twice, once to center, once to left. One 1-0 the count. This one's lifted foul along the left field line. So 1-1 now to Heflin. Drew, those 5 runs in the top of the 6th felt like they happened in an instant.
Yeah, they were fast. They were scored quickly. This game was a nail biter, and all of a sudden now it's been opened up.
Heflin fouls another one off to the left and out of play. The Seagulls are definitely capable of putting up a lot of runs late, but they're going to have to start doing so pretty quickly. These teams have played 6 times this year, and both teams have won 3. 1-2. Outside. And how big does it look that the Seagulls stranded the bases loaded with 1 out in the 5th inning?
Definitely coming back to bite now. Gurman on deck, though, so that top of the order will get another crack at it in this inning.
Heflin sends one rolling foul up the first baseline. He's hit quite a few of those in this game.
Appears he broke his bat on that foul ball.
And walking towards the dugout to get a new one. These two teams trying to make a last-ditch effort as the season winds down to try and get back in the swing of things. In the North Division, the Seagulls are 6th out of 7 teams ahead of the Santa Maria Indians, the affiliate. Legends are right above them at 5th. Legends 8-16, Seagulls 5-22. So 2 balls, 2 strikes to Cade Heflin. And O'Toole deals. Outside once again to Heflin. He's been seeing a lot of those pitches over the right-handed batter's box. The second at-bat in a row, he's got a full count. The pitch. Outside ball 4. But once again, the leadoff man is on. And it's someone with pretty good speed in Heflin.
That's big. Getting the leadoff man on. Now with the top of the order up. Seagulls got to start scoring runs here quickly, and no better way to do it.
Gurman struck out to lead off the game, but since then has roped a double and a single. A lot of hard contact in this one, but both of those were against the starter Parenti, facing O'Toole for the first time and taking strike 1. Seagulls trying to get some thunder from the top of the lineup. The 0-1 pitch. Fly ball right field. Ovalle now comes in and makes the catch for the first out. Not this time for Davis Gurman. And I'll bring up Brewer.
Now batting number 29, Jake Brewer.
Brewer has had a less than ideal day in the field, but has gotten on base twice at the plate. Chance to spark a rally for the Seagulls in this 6th. A set by O'Toole. And the pitch. Inside, ball 1. Brewer in his 4th year with the Seagulls.
Also a former youth Seagull. He's been with the team for a long time.
He is entrenched in this organization. The 1-0. High pop-up foul and out of play. So 1-1 the count now to Jake Brewer. Good speed at first with Heflin. O'Toole's going to have to keep an eye on him. Levitt McGee holding him on the bag. 1-1. Tapped foul at the plate. The energy has dwindled a little bit in this place since the Legends put up 5 in the top of the 6th. Seagulls need to find a way to get them back in it. Heflin with his lead off first. 1-2. Inside to Brewery. Tried to lean into it, but no dice. It's 2-2 now. Kuzmar playing in on the grass at third. And the 2-2. Brewer swings at an inside fastball and fouls it off. Looked like he might have swung at ball 3.
That ball might have hit him if he didn't swing, if he leaned maybe a little bit.
It's still an impressive display to turn on that pitch, even if it was foul. Shows good bat control from Brewer. Two balls, 2 strikes. Here it is. Runner goes. Pitch is chopped up the third base line, but it's foul. So Heflin will have to retrace his steps and head back to first.
It's a gritty at-bat from Jake Brewer, making O'Toole work for him.
He's been putting up a lot of these great at-bats all year, but especially more so as of late. So Eagles have quite a few guys who are almost always good to put up a competitive at-bat. Brewer's one of them. Two and 2 the count. And O'Toole throws. Fly ball left field. Mooser moving over. He's got it. So Brewer hits it pretty well, but right into Mooser's glove. And that's the second out.
Now batting number 37, Tanner Wall.
Well, it looks like those kids who were told to move away from the field have made their way into the stands here at Tom Lehrer Field. They're all over the place today. Here's Tanner Wall. First pitch. Foul back. 0-1. Wall's got 2 hits and an RBI today. Christian Lamoth was racing from the on-deck circle to pick that ball up before the catcher, Madrigal, could get there. It's always something with that guy.
Told me his baseball game and described an emoji as the Joker emoji. I see why.
That's down low. Heflin breaks for second, and Madrigal can't pick up the ball. So Heflin now in scoring position with 2 down. One and 1 the count now to Wall, facing O'Toole. Heflin at second, 2 down. Trying to extend the inning and get Lamoth to the plate. The pitch. Fouled off to the left and out of play. I heard a crashing noise. Hopefully it was just a rooftop and not anything valuable.
It's always a lottery with a foul ball over there if it's going to be a broken windshield or not.
I think all things considered, the people who park their cars here have been pretty lucky this year, although that one didn't sound too great. The 1-2. Wall takes strike 3 called. He really doesn't think so, but it's the third out, and it's the end of the inning. Through 6, it's 9-4 Legends.
Now batting number 8, Joey.
We've got a new pitcher and a new hitter in this game. Kai Hanasaki takes over on the mound for the Seagulls, while Joey D'Amelio will pinch hit for Mason Griffin. First pitch, D'Amelio takes strike one. D'Amelio's a Peninsula guy, went to Sarah High School in San Mateo. Only 5 for 39 this summer. The 0-1. Upstairs, 1-1 now. Hanasaki, by the way, making his 7th appearance of the summer, all out of the bullpen. He has given up 9 runs, 7 earned in 6 2/3 innings. Emilio swings and misses. Hanasaki, a native of Tokyo, he's kind of played all over the place. Palm Desert, California, Nanaimo, British Columbia, Itabena, Mississippi, Front Royal, Virginia, Lebanon, Tennessee, and now San Bruno. This is popped high in the air. Center field, Davis Gurman's got a beat on this one, and he puts it away.
1 up, 1 down for Hanasaki.
Now batting number 39, Ryder Kelly.
So here's Kelly now. A line-out sac fly, double. And he reached on an error his last time. First pitch is down and in. Ball 1. The 1-0. Strike 1. Hanasaki can be wild at times, but has done a nice job of staying in the zone his last time or two out there. 1-1. Line drive center field. Gurman is going to have this one as well. 2 up, 2 down, and 2 putouts for Davis Gurman.
Now batting number 22, Ryan Turon.
So Hanasaki trying to get the first 1-2-3 inning of the day for a Seagulls pitcher, but he'll have to go through Ryan Duran, who has been on base all 4 times up today. One misses down and away, ball 1. Duran's line today, walk, double, single, walk. Hanasaki sets and pitches. That's down and away, ball 2. So 2 balls, no strikes. Duran facing Hanasaki. And the pitch. That one's in there, strike 1. A lot of room on the right side of the diamond. Lamoth playing pretty close to the line. Swanson hugging the line at third. The 2-1. Duran with a fly ball to right. Wall coming in. He's got it, and there is a 1-2-3 inning for Kai Hanasaki. It's time to stretch from Tom Lara Field.
Fans, while the Seagulls are keeping the field spotless, who's keeping your home looking its best? For 3 generations, AWC Air Duct and Window Cleaning has been helping Bay Area families see the difference. Family owned and operated since 1946, AWC was founded by Frank Frediani, carried on by his son Ron, and today is proudly operated by Ron, Carol, Joe, and Danielle Frediani. Whether it's crystal clear windows, cleaner air ducts, or helping your home shine from top to bottom, AWC's experienced team delivers quality service with the same values they've built their reputation on for nearly 80 years. Reliability, professionalism, and exceptional customer care. They show up on time, treat your home with respect, and leave it cleaner than they found it. When you want a clear view and clearer air, trust the family that's been serving the Bay Area since 1946. Visit www.bayareawindowcleaning.com to schedule a free in-person consultation. AWC Air Duct and Window Cleaning, 3 generations of service, 1 commitment to excellence.
Of the 7th inning now. Seagulls running out of time. It's 9-4 Legends. Christian Lamoth will lead off.
Batting number 40, Christian Lamont.
And the home plate umpire is on top of the Seagulls players coming out of the dugout. Tell them to go back where they came from. So Christian Lamoth facing Tyler O'Toole out there for his 3rd inning of work. Now Lamoth will step out and gather himself. First pitch from O'Toole. And off the outside, ball 1. It's 4, 5, and 6 for the Seagulls due up in this 7th inning. They're going to make a move to get back in this game. Now's the time. And Lamoth's ahead in the count 2-0. Lamoth has singled in this game. He's also got a sac fly on which he was robbed in right center field by Barclay Ovalle. Pops this one up foul, out of play. Lamoth dealing with O'Toole. And that one's right in there, strike 1, or make that strike 2. Pitch from O'Toole is down low, ball 3, so Lamoth has worked a full count. O'Toole now up to 37 pitches in relief. He reaches out and pokes at what would have been ball 4, sends it to 3rd, and the throw is high, but Levitt McGee is able to reach up, leap up, and tag out Lamoth for the first out.
That's as good as it gets from a first baseman on the receiving end of an infield ground ball.
Brennan Swanson.
Levitt McGee went all the way across his body mid-air to make that snag and then came down and made an acrobatic tag on Lamoth.
When that ball came out of the hand of Kruzmeyer, I thought it was for sure going over Levitt McGee's head, but he used every inch of his 6'2 frame to haul that one in. Now Swanson sends another ball deep down the left field line, and this one is foul.
Brennan Swanson's got unlucky here a couple of times tonight. 2 really deep balls, like you said, Brennan, to deep left field, and both just fall foul.
Neither would have been home runs. There is so much room down the left field line here, but certainly could have gone for extra bases. So 0-1 the count to Swanson. O'Toole rocks and fires. And it's low, and it looked like it got a piece of the home plate umpire. He's going to try to walk that one off. Well, he caught him in the shin area. Swanson trying to get something going for the Seagulls. Nobody's scored in this game since the Legends put up 5 in the 6th inning. So 1-1 to Swanson. Here it comes. High fastball misses. 2-1 now. Pitch. That's down low. 3-1 now to Swanson. So back-to-back 3-ball counts that the Seagulls have been in to open up this inning. Here's the 3-1. Swanson waves and misses. Got one he liked, but came up empty. So now it's back-to-back full counts to open up this bottom of the 7th. O'Toole staring into his glove. Now he sets. And comes home to Swanson. Tapped foul. Brandon Swanson putting up a nice battle here. O'Toole battling with Swanson. Another 3-2. And that's down low. Ball 4. What a plate appearance worked by Brandon Swanson. And the Seagulls will have a man on with Ethan Lopez coming up.
Swanson got unlucky with that deep foul ball down the left field line, but bounced back and drew a walk. Great at bat.
So here's Ethan Lopez, who's been on base twice, who was hit by a pitch in the 5th inning, which forced in what was the tying run at the time. First pitch to him here, almost hit him again, but he jumps out of the way. It's 1-0, and now, after O'Toole's lost a little bit of control, Madrigal will travel out to the mound to have a word with him. When Lopez was hit by the pitch in the 5th inning, that kept the bases loaded with 1 out, but Schmidt struck out him, Feliciano popped out, and now after the Legends put up 5 runs in the next frame, that situation looms really large.
Jacob Gilbreth is going to be pinch hitting for George Schmidt on deck right now.
The 1-0. Line drive, shallow left. It's going to be actually fielded on a hop by the shortstop. His throw to second is picked by Kelly. Really nice play to force out Swanson and get the second out. That was just really in on the hands of Lopez. And a really nice play by Altmark at short and Kelly at second.
Yeah, Lopez wasn't able to generate a ton of power there. Kind of jammed him up, as you said, Brennan.
So Jacob Gilbreth is, in fact, going to pinch hit for George Schmidt. Gilbreth, 1 home run on the season. That was on opening day against these Menlo Park Legends. First one to Gilbreth is low for ball 1. One 0 to Gilbreth. Smacked but foul. 95 miles an hour off his bat. We've seen Gilbreth get the exit velocity up above 100 this year. He's got excellent pop. Hit 6 bombs at Gavilan College down in Gilroy this past spring. Here comes the 1-1. Slow breaking ball catches the inside corner for strike 1. Gilbreth shaking his head in disagreement, but it's 1-2. O'Toole trying to get through 3 innings. 1-2 pitch. Grounded to short. Altmark flips to Kelly, and the inning is over. Seagulls got a man on, but can't bring him across. It is still 9-4 through 7 at Tom Lara Field. Tom Lara Field.
Now batting number 42, Eric Altmark.
Kai Hanasaki back out there for his second inning of work. And he'll be facing Eric Altmark for the second time. Altmark 1 for 3 in this game, single and a walk. That one is called a ball. Man, I feel like that's been called a strike a lot of this game. Instead, it's 1-0. There's ball 2. Well, the excitement level in this game definitely down a notch from last night, especially ever since the Legends ran away with 5 runs in the top of the 6th inning. Still 6 outs to go, but the Seagulls just haven't really been able to get much offense going against O'Toole, at least not since the 5th.
Yeah, that 5-run 6th inning really took the energy out of the Seagulls bullpen and dugout. Haven't heard a lot from them since.
And Altmark starts the 8th with the 4-pitch walk. So here's Kruzmar. After the barbecue mishap, the hot dog batter is no more because the hot dogs are no more.
Yeah.
Maybe the grill is no more.
I went back there and did some on-scene investigation a couple innings ago, and there was looked like some fire extinguisher residue, so that thing definitely caught fire. Glad everyone's okay.
Yeah, I feel like that could have been a lot worse. A lot worse than just some smoke on the field and a couple broadcasters cracking jokes about it. Meanwhile, Hanasaki has thrown 5 straight balls to open the 8th. And there's ball 6. There is some action in the Seagulls bullpen. Somebody is throwing. So we'll see how long the leash is for Hanasaki. 2-0. That's down low. Make it 7 straight balls to open this inning for Hanasaki. I mentioned when Hanasaki is in trouble, it's because of the command. And when he's in the zone, he's lethal, but he is prone to the walk. And he's just walked back-to-back Legends to open up the 8th, both on 4 pitches.
Surprised no mound visit or meeting given 2 4-pitch walks. I mean, even from Ethan Lopez, maybe go talk to your pitcher here.
Yeah, this could be a situation that calls for it, but Hanasaki been around a while. He's a senior, so trust him to figure it out himself. There's a strike. Maybe got a little help on the outside corner, but that's big. And it's 0-1 on Ethan Mooser. No runs have scored in this game since Mooser's triple. That's outside. Sorry, I want to correct myself. Levitt McGee scored Mooser on a double in the 6th. That was the last run. Mooser was the last run that is scored in this game. Although the Legends are set up for a little bit more with 2 on, nobody out in this 8th inning, and Mooser ahead in the count 2-1. Two balls, 1 strike to Ethan Mooser. The pitch. Outside 3-1 now. So Hanasaki worked a 1-2-3 7th, but has walked the first 2 hitters of the 8th and is behind 3-1 on the 3rd. The 3-1 delivery is low, ball 4. 3 walks in a row to open the 8th and only 1 strike thrown. And now Ethan Lopez will go out and talk to his pitcher.
Still no outs in this top of the 8th.
If there's any consolation to this situation, it's that the Legends have 7, 8, 9 coming up, but Hanasaki's got to find it, and he's got to find it fast. Now we see Mark Caviglia walking out to the mound. So we'll see if this is just a pep talk from the manager or if he's taking Hanasaki out. So JB Ferreira's walking in right now. Hanasaki lingers on the mound, but now he's coming out. So we're going to take a break here. JB Ferreira coming in when we come back. So JB Ferreira in the game for the 12th time this year, the most on the Seagulls. And in 13 innings this year, he's given up 17 runs, 15 of them earned. And he enters the worst possible scenario, bases loaded, nobody out. The batter will be Casey Levitt McGee.
He'll have some work to do, Brennan, but he's someone who likes to locate it with his off-speed stuff.
The pitch. And Levitt McGee takes strike one, that one at 79 miles an hour. Yeah, Ferreira has a very slow, very deceptive breaking ball that when he's going right, hitters just can't time it up.
No, he'll find the corners of the zone and pick it apart.
The 0-1. And there is that breaking ball, 61 miles an hour for strike two.
So deceptive.
Now Levitt McGee's got to fight down 0-2. Pitch from Ferreira's foul back to the screen. You got Altmark at third, Kruzmar at second, Mooser at first. No balls, 2 strikes on Casey Levitt McGee. Outfielder shading him a bit to the right. And that's outside from Ferreira, ball 1.
Well, Aiden and I are going to drive to Little Caesars and get pizza. Daniel made an order and we're just going to take a little trip. Awesome. The grill looks better than it ever has.
That's well outside, so 2-2 the count now on Levitt McGee. Ferreira pitching on 2 days rest, so we'll see if he could go the rest of the way in this one. In a bind here, all 3 runners charged to Hanasaki, and make that. Levitt McGee takes outside. It's 3-2. The scoreboard reads 2-2, but the count is full. Pressure pitch here. Bases loaded, nobody out. 3 balls, 2 strikes to count. Ferreira sets. And the pitch. It is strike 3 called. Dropped in that slow curve at 62 to freeze Levitt McGee.
Like we said before when we were teeing up Ferreira, that off-speed stuff, he picks apart the zone, so deceptive, and he'll locate it right on the corners, and it's very hard for hitters to get a piece of it.
Yeah, it definitely worked well against Levitt McGee. Now it's Ovalle, San Francisco native. Big slow curve up and in. Ovalle ducks out of the way, but I imagine if you're a hitter, that's the pitch you'd most like to get hit by, or maybe that you'd least hate to get hit by. But Ovalle not wanting to deal with that, and it's 1-0. Ovalle rips this one towards the hole. Brewer dives, and it's past him into left field for a base hit. Kruzmar is held at third. Altmark scores. A throw gets away, and now we're going to have 2 runners at third. There are 2 legends at third base. Lopez is going to throw behind the runner to second. Feliciano picks it out of the dirt, and he's just going to run them both back to third. No, now Brewer has Kruzmar in a rundown between third and home. Ferreira runs at Kruzmar. We're going to have 2 runners at third again, and Kruzmar is out. All right. Insanity on the base paths, but the Seagulls get an out on the play. I'm not even going to try to write that down in the scorebook.
Okay, I'll break it down. Altmark scored off a single in the left. Then Kruzmar rounded third and stayed at third. But Mooser... Wait, I'm now confused, Brennan.
Ovalle is now at second. Mooser is at third.
Yeah, Mooser rounded second.
There's a slow curve tapped foul.
But Kruzmar was still sitting at third, so then he was stuck. And there were all of a sudden 2 runners almost on third. Mooser didn't make it quite to third. He's a few feet off. Seagulls recognized it and caught Kruzmar, who's the lead runner, originally at third, in a pickle between third and home.
Here's the 0-1. Tapped foul again. And ultimately, I don't know what Kruzmar was doing. Sorry, what Mooser was doing. Because Kruzmar had stopped at third. And even when he was standing there, Mooser just kept running to third. At least I think it was Mooser. So a big mistake from the Legends. Now it's 0-2. That one's up high for ball 1. One of the most chaotic plays of the season for the Seagulls. A run does score, but they end up getting an out of it.
Could have gone a lot worse. The Seagulls actually handled that chaos pretty well.
1-2 to Nick Madrigal is lined into right center field. Tanner Wall giving chase. He runs it down in the gap. Nice catch by Tanner Wall to save 2 runs. 10-4 Legends. Bottom of the 8th coming up. Emilio Feliciano coming up to lead off the bottom of the 8th. Seagulls down 6 with 6 outs to go, and Tyler O'Toole is still on the mound. He came in the 5th inning with a runner on and nobody out. So 3 innings in the books for O'Toole, looking for more. And his first offering to Feliciano is tapped foul at the plate, strike 1. It's 8-9-1 for the Seagulls in this bottom of the 8th. If the Legends are able to hang on, they would improve to 4-3 against the Seagulls on the season. 0-1 is in there, strike 2. And the scoreboard, a little more lopsided tonight, but for the most part, when these two teams have squared up, it's been feisty, it's been close, it's been interesting, it's been compelling.
Definitely. I'd say this is one of the bigger rivalries in the CCL. Two close teams geographically, but
that's down and away. And the records for these teams, they are what they are. Not the prettiest, but you wouldn't know it by watching how they play each other. It's been really fun when these two teams have locked up. So 1 ball, 2 strikes to Feliciano. Takes up and in for ball 2. 54 pitches now for O'Toole. Came in relief of the starter Parenti, who lasted 4+. 2-2 is hit in the air to left field. The Mooser coming in now, and it falls in front of him for a base hit.
2 singles today for Feliciano. He's looked good so far today. Against his former team, was with the Legends last summer.
That's true. The former Menlo Park legend, a bit of a revenge game for Feliciano. That brings up Cade Heflin. 2 flyouts and a walk on his line today. Two. Way up and away. Ball 1.
No action in the Legends bullpen, so they're riding out O'Toole right now.
You gotta imagine with a 6-run lead, they'll just go with him until he gives them a reason not to. 1-0. Heflin takes strike 1 called on the outside corner. I don't think he really agreed with that one.
I mean, Brennan and I are directly behind home plate, and that ball looked like it was on the white of the right-handed batter's box.
Of course, we have a good view, but the umpire has a better view. 1-1. Heflin lifts it foul along the left field line and out of play. So Feliciano, good speed at first. Nobody out. Seagulls trying to get back in this one. 6 outs to go here in the bottom of the 8th. That's just outside. A pretty bold take from Heflin, considering what the strike zone's been like. But it's 2-2 now. Now here comes the pitch from O'Toole. Heflin on the ground to the right side. Kelly will go to second. They get the out. Heflin is safe at first. So it'll be a fielder's choice. And the Menlo Park dugout, which has been relatively quiet all day, start sounding like they did yesterday. So Feliciano out at second. Heflin takes his spot at first. Now here's Davis Gurman.
Taking a moment for our out-of-town scoreboard, the Santa Barbara Foresters are up 8-5 on the Conejo Oaks, also in the bottom of the 8th.
Gurman says he got hit by that pitch. The umpire didn't call it. Gurman just started walking to first, but no call from the home plate umpire. I mean, we couldn't tell. They're kind of blocked off. But instead of being on first, Gurman's still at the plate, and it's 1-0. This time he does get hit. I don't know who that was in the dugout, but somebody just said, I swear that one hit him. Because it came kind of close to his bat, but this time the right call was made.
Yeah, that one definitely got him.
And how often do you get hit by a pitch twice in one at bat?
So, continuing the out-of-town scoreboard, down in San Luis Obispo, the Blues are up on the Walnut Creek Crawdads 4-1. And then in Sonoma, the Stompers are up on the Philippines Baseball Group 4-0. In Irvine, the Orange County Riptide are up on the San Diego Barbers. Sorry, it's tied, 0-0.
Bryce Brooks pinch hitting for Jake Brewer and taking strike one. Brooks started yesterday, had a base hit. That was on a bunt. So Heflin at second, Gurman at first, both run well. A one pitch to Brooks. Ground ball left side. Altmark fields it. He'll throw to first. And it goes by Levitt McGee. Heflin's going to come around to score. To third goes Gurman. Brooks stays at first. And it's 10-5. It was a low throw by Altmark. It took a high bounce. It was up by Levitt McGee's chest, maybe his neck area, and he just couldn't get a glove on it. The Legends coach has got something to say. So nothing comes out of that conversation, and Tanner Wall will bat. All of a sudden, the Seagulls once again, Seagulls have to be told to get back in their dugout.
Tanner Wall.
And here comes Tanner Wall. Seagulls all of a sudden have a chance to get right back in this game. Gurman at third, Brooks at first. Good speed on the corners. Wall, who's had a really nice day, is in the box. O'Toole delivers, and a called strike on the outside corner. I just don't think so. I mean, you have to respect the consistency from the home plate umpire, but I just don't think that pitch is a strike.
Consistently a ball called a strike.
0-1. Wall swings and misses. Strike two. You just have to put the ball in play here. Runners on the corners, one down. 0-2. Wall pokes it foul. I don't know how he got a piece of that one. Impressive bat control.
See, this is how the strike zone has gotten to the minds of the Seagulls hitters. That was definitely a ball outside, but Wall felt the need to reach for it and get a piece of it with two strikes because you just can't leave it up to the ump when he's been calling consistently. I'll give him credit for that. Outside pitch is a strike.
That's exactly what's happening. When an umpire's giving a side of the plate too much room, it causes the hitters to have to chase. Fortunately, Wall, talented enough to get a piece of that one, but very well could have taken it for a ball. So it'll be another 0-2. And Wall taps it foul once more. Another 0-2. Runner goes from first, and it's chopped to second. Brooks, since he was going, and what's going on? Wall didn't run, and he's saying something to the umpire. Catcher's interference, maybe?
Catcher's interference is the call.
All right. That's the first one of those we've seen this year.
Gurman comes in to score, though. Menlo Park Legends don't like that call, but I think I did hear a glove as well, and I don't think Tanner Wall would just, make that up randomly.
No, that's not the kind of thing. I mean, Tanner Wall, maybe he's playing 4D chess, but I don't think so.
No, I heard something. There was something non-ball came from the plate area when he made on that swing. You could hear it. It was audible.
So the umpires are going to get together and talk this over. I mean, the home plate umpire obviously has a perfect view of this, so I really doubt this gets overturned. We haven't seen any calls get overturned this year. It's not in a Seagulls game.
Yeah, it's kind of tough to overturn a call when there's no replay review. I mean, I don't know what you're going to discuss that's ultimately going to change a decision, unless some other umpire saw something that, like, clearly was different than the call on the field originally made. But at this point, I'd be surprised if this was changed, especially it did seem like Wall did get a piece of the glove.
Like I said, we have not seen a call get overturned in a Seagulls game this year. And on a call like this, I highly doubt it would get overturned here, although they are talking about it quite a bit.
It did not get overturned. Call on the field stands. Catcher's interference. Makes sense to me. Heard a noise and Wall reacted immediately like he got a piece of Madrigal's glove.
This does mean that Gurman goes back to third. So instead of 10-6, take that run away, it's 10-5. And Lamoth will bat with the bases loaded.
This is the type of batter you want up with the bases loaded in a massive position.
That's Lamoth at the plate. First pitch, called a strike. That same pitch that's been called all game. And all of a sudden, the energy is back in the Seagulls dugout.
Lamoth did not like that call, and I don't blame him.
I didn't like it either.
It looked out of the zone. I'm quite shocked.
He grounds this one to first. It's safe. Fair ball down the right field line, and the Seagulls are off to the races. Gurman is in. Brooks is going to score. Wall on his way to third. He's going to be waved in, and it looks like it's been called a dead ball. So I believe that'll send Wall back to third base. Yes, the home plate umpire points back to third, but Christian Lamoth comes up with a 2-run double, and would you believe the tying run is coming to the plate?
Only one out still, Brennan. That ball hit the white, and you saw the white chalk blow up in the air, indicating it was a fair ball. Unfortunately, at Tom Lawler Field, any ball kind of down that line is almost always going to be a ground roll double. If not, Tanner Wall would have certainly scored on that.
And these Seagulls Legends games, all of a sudden, it's become interesting. Brandon Swanson, who's had a great day, really a great last couple weeks, will bat as a tying run, and he takes strike one. Lamoth at second, Wall at third, Swanson the potential tying run at the plate. O'Toole deals, and it's down low. 1-1 the count now. And O'Toole up to 73 pitches out of the bullpen.
Still no action in the Legends bullpen.
That's down and in to Brandon Swanson. Almost got him in the back foot. Now it's 2-1. Two balls, one strike to Swanson. Upstairs, 3-1 now.
Swanson's had an excellent game so far today. Really been patient at the plate all day long, working long at-bats.
That one goes behind Swanson's back. It looked like it nicked him in the back. So he's hit by the pitch. The bases are loaded for a guy who already has a grand slam against the Legends this year, Ethan Lopez.
Legends are going to discuss this one over, and it actually does look like they are going to make the change to the bullpen. Couldn't really see any activity in there, but maybe no warm-up. But there is going to be a pitching change, and we'll be right back after the change.
Well, here we go. The biggest spot in this game. Ethan Lopez will stand in against the new Legends pitcher Moises Reyes, making his 3rd appearance of the year. In
Tying
5
run on
innings, he's given up
first.
2 runs, 1 earned.
Tying run on first in Lamothe.
First pitch from Reyes. In there, strike 1. Ethan Lopez, as we mentioned, no stranger to this spot. He has a grand slam on the year, and it was against these Legends. But just a base hit would do wonders for the Seagulls. The 0-1. Inside to Lopez. Jacob Gilbreth, who entered as a pinch hitter last inning, is on deck. The 1-1. Lopez fouls it off. Strike 2. Lopez has to put the ball in play. Got Wall at 3rd, Lamothe at 2nd, Swanson at 1st. 1-2. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. So Reyes does exactly what he was brought in to do. Now it's going to come down to Jacob Gilbreth.
Number 22, Jacob Gilbreth.
That's a tough one. It was 1 out with the bases loaded. A lot different than 2 outs and the bases loaded. Unfortunate for Lopez.
So Jacob Gilbreth, he is 4 for 40 on the year. 1 home run. It was against the Legends. First pitch to him from Reyes. Outside, ball 1. Bases loaded, 2 down. Potential go-ahead run at the plate. 1 ball, no strikes. Reyes deals. Strike 1, fastball caught the corner, down and away. One ball and 1 strike. The pitch. Gilbreth towards first and down the right field line. It's rolling into the corner. Wall has scored. Lamothe is going to score. Swanson's getting waved. He is going to be safe. The throw will go to 3rd and Gilbreth is out. But
Tie ball game.
and it was called a live ball. So it's a tie game, 10-10. Oh my goodness. A brand new ball game as we go to the 9th.
Seagulls fans, every great athlete has unique strengths. Every great student does too. That's why we're proud to recognize Charles Armstrong School, a Bay Area leader in educating students with dyslexia and related learning differences. Located in Belmont, Charles Armstrong School helps students unlock their potential through research-based, individualized instruction designed to build confidence, skills, and a lifelong success. At Armstrong, students discover that learning differently is a strength, not a limitation. With small class sizes, dedicated teachers, outstanding arts and athletics programs, and a supportive community, students are empowered to thrive both in the classroom and beyond. If you're looking for a school where students are understood, challenged, and celebrated, learn more today at charlesarmstrong.org.
A brand new ball game as we begin the 9th inning. The Seagulls
Now batting number 8.
tied the
Joey
game at
D'Amelio.
10 in the bottom of the 8th. And now JB Ferreira returns to the mound to try and send us to the bottom of the 9th tied.
Back-to-back nights with some exciting nail-biting action late in games.
His first offering to Joey D'Amelio is in there for strike 1.
Caleb Garrison in the bullpen getting warm for San Francisco if need be.
Oh, 1. Up the middle. Base hit. So leadoff man's on in the 9th from Menlo Park.
Now batting number 39, Ryder Kelly.
Ferreira, if you recall, came in with the bases loaded and nobody out in relief of Hanasaki in the 8th. Struck out Levitt McGee, gave up a single to Ovalle, which induced a crazy rundown. There's a pickoff throw to first. Then he got Madrigal to line out to right. So we'll see how long the leash is with, as you said, Garrison warming up in the bullpen. First pitch to Kelly, way upstairs with a curveball. So 1-0 to Kelly. Seagulls played I don't even know if I want to say crazier, maybe somewhat equally crazy game last night that they won 7-6 in 10. Another come from behind, this time coming back from down 10-4 in the 8th to tie it at 10. But still a long way from being over. Kelly loses the bat on a swing and a miss. Fortunately, the backstop was high enough to stop it. Could have been dangerous. That's the first time I've seen that this year, Drew.
Yeah, me too. Seagulls dugout, love that one. Kind of funny. But as you mentioned, a 6-run comeback, one of the best comebacks of the year for San Francisco, if not the best.
Just feels like every Legends Seagulls game is absolutely insane. One ball, one strike. The pitch. Slow curveball, and Kelly lays off. 2-1 the count now.
That was a meaty-looking pitch. Good layoff by Kelly. That could have easily been baited into a swing or miss.
Maybe taken all the way when he sees the curveball. Here's the 2-1. Another curve, and he whiffs at that one.
Well, there's that pitch that Ferreira went for in the last one. Does it this time and gets Kelly to bite.
J.B. Ferreira. Pump fake to throw to first. It's 2-2. Pitch. Curveball. Why on earth was that not called a strike?
That looked right down the middle. I am honestly perplexed, Brennan. I have no clue how that was not rolled a strike.
Well, we've shouted out the consistency from this umpire. That wasn't very consistent. 3-2 now. And he struck him out anyway!
Strike 4. J.B. Ferreira is feeling it.
Well, we can definitely say that energy is all the way back tonight. It was a little dead with the Seagulls trailing big, but since the comeback, man, it has been electric at Tom Lara Field.
These Menlo Park, San Francisco games, Brennan. Feels like every time. Even opening day was a crazy down-to-the-wire game.
Now it's Duran, and he takes the curveball for a strike. What a job Ferreira's doing landing that pitch.
We spoke about this when Ferreira came in the ball game. His off-speed stuff, he locates it really well, and sometimes it's just hard for the opposing hitter to really get a good read on it.
Legends certainly haven't gotten a read on it yet. 0-1. Duran fouls it back, and Ferreira now ahead 0-2. Duran, a very, very dangerous hitter. Been on base 4 of his 5 plate appearances today. D'Amelio at first. Ferreira looks in. He sets. And throws outside with the fastball. Ball 1. One ball, 2 strikes. Seagulls put up 6 in the bottom of the 8th to tie it at 10. Ferreira trying to send it to the 9th, still tied. Garrison continues to loosen in the Seagulls bullpen. The 1-2. Curveball struck him out swinging. Back-to-back Ks on the curve. 2 down.
Some chatter after the play between Lopez and Duran.
Uh-oh.
We've
got some beef. Whoa, something enraged the Seagulls dugout. What did you see, Drew?
Looked like Ryan Duran had some words for Lopez and Ferreira as he sat down, said something that clearly aggravated the Seagull dugout and their players. We'll see if we get an ejection here, but Lopez was pretty heated after that one. JB Ferreira, though, stuck out his tongue. Interesting way to chirp, I guess.
And what a rivalry this is turning into between the Seagulls and the Legends. And whatever Duran said absolutely incensed the Seagulls dugout. They were irate. So was Christian Lamoth coming down from first base with his arms out. And a conversation continues to take place between the Legends coach and the home plate umpire. When this is done, it'll be Eric Altmark against Ferreira. Now, Mark Caviglia is standing somewhat close to the line, but this conversation is finally over.
I gotta say, JB Ferreira, this is his best performance of the year so far. It's not even close. His off-speed stuff, he's been lethal tonight.
Against some very, very talented Legends hitters as well. Still got to get through Altmark. D'Amelio led off with a single. He's still at first with 2 down. Ferreira throws, and a bunt with 2 outs laid down at the third base line. Brandon Swanson's just going to put it in his pocket.
I don't mind that play from Swanson. It's 2 outs. You didn't have a runner in scoring position at that time. Now it's runner on second. But a forced throw to Lamoth at first could result in an error, and then all of a sudden you could have 2 runners in scoring position. So heads-up play by Swanson to eat that one.
A bunt attempt with 2 outs. Very unorthodox from Altmark, but credit to him for getting the job done. And now the game finds Carlos Cruzmar. D'Amelio at second, Altmark at first. Ferreira trying to keep this game tied. First pitch, curveball spins outside, ball 1. For the Seagulls, in the bottom of the 9th, it'll be 8, 9, and 1. That's Feliciano, Heflin, and Gurman. The 1-0. Down low, 2-0 now to Cruzmar. Ferreira trying to finish 2 innings. Came in with the bases loaded, no outs in relief of Hanasaki in the 8th. He's gotten 2 outs in the 9th, but dealing with 2 men on base behind 2-0 to Cruzmar. Pitch, 3-0. Three balls and no strikes. Pressure spot. We'll see if Cruzmar has the green light. Ferreira sets and throws, and it's ball 4. So Ferreira in this inning allowed a leadoff single to D'Amelio, then he struck out Kelly and Duran swinging. Altmark reached on a bunt, and now he's walked Cruzmar on 4 pitches. And Mark Caviglia striding to the mound. So it would appear that Ferreira's day is done. He leaves with the bases loaded, but still, what a job done by JB Ferreira tonight. It'll be Caleb Garrison coming in when we come back. Never ender. Here we go. Caleb Garrison, the recent UC Riverside commit, will face Ethan Mooser with the bases loaded in a tie game in the top of the 9th. Garrison coming in for the 8th time this year. He is a strike thrower. Not somebody you'd expect to lose command in a spot like this. Facing Mooser, who came into this game hitting at 209.
This is the biggest at-bat of this ball game by far.
Maybe of the season. And Mooser takes the first pitch outside. All the pressure on Caleb Garrison. The first batter you face, the bases are loaded in a tie game in the 9th. 1-0. 2-0. Missed outside again with a fastball. Mooser in this game, he's got the triple, but he's also struck out twice, grounded out, and walked. Here comes the 2-0. Called strike one. The outside corner to lefties continues to be favorable for pitchers. And it's 2-1 now. 3 straight fastballs from Garrison. We'll see what he goes with here. Another fastball, and it's outside, so 3 balls and 1 strike the count. A little out of the ordinary for Garrison, usually a strike thrower, but behind in the count here.
Got to throw a strike here. Big pitch. Can't walk him in.
We'll see if Mooser swings the bat. He does, and pops it into center. Should be routine for Davis Gurman. He has it, and we will go to the bottom of the 9th, tied at 10. Well, this unbelievable game has found its way into the bottom of the 9th inning, tied 10-10. The Seagulls scored 6 runs in the bottom of the 8th, capped off by a 3-run double by Jacob Gilbreth. That tied it at 10. JB Ferreira and Caleb Garrison worked together to hold the Legends scoreless in the top half. And now the Seagulls with a chance to walk it off for the 2nd night in a row, starting with Emilio Feliciano against Moises Reyes, back out there for his 2nd inning of work. And he deals. Outside, ball 1 to Feliciano. 2 knocks on the day for Feliciano in the 2nd and the 8th. Trying to get on for Heflin, then Gurman. The 1-0. That's right there, strike 1. That's very good for the Seagulls that Davis Gurman will bat in this inning. Trying to get some base runners on for him. 1-1. Big, slow breaking ball popped up. Left side of the diamond. Kruzmar in foul ground makes the catch. And that's the first out. So here's Cade Heflin. 2 flyouts, a walk, and a fielder's choice for him today. Still searching for his first home run as a Seagull. He swings and misses at that one, trying to end it with 1 swing.
That was
That's
a big
0-1.
hack from Heflin. That was a home run swing indeed.
4 home runs at Wheeling University this spring, but just a single with his speed on base would be very good as well. The 0-1. Up and away, ball 1.
Yeah, top of the order with Gurman on deck. And we've seen what this top of the order can do. They've done it all night long, producing. And if Heflin can get on, they'll have an opportunity to drive them in to win.
Heflin's hit quite a few balls just barely foul down the right field line today. If he could keep one of those fair, it would be huge. 1-1. Swing and a miss at a breaking ball down and in. Heflin fooled there, and it's 1-2. Seagulls took it to extra innings yesterday before walking it off. Hoping to end this one before it gets there today. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Cade Heflin. The pitch. Foul back, and it gets stuck in the chain link backstop. And are we just going to leave it there?
It's in the vents.
So Nick Madrigal picks that ball out of the fence. So 1-2 now to Cade Heflin. Strike 3 called. That fastball on the outside corner. Been getting called all day. Heflin doesn't think so, and I don't really think so, but that's just how the zone has been. And so Gurman will bat with 2 out and nobody on. So Gurman, we know he's got pop. Facing Reyes, 2 down, bases empty, tie game, bottom of the 9th. First pitch. Upstairs, ball 1.
If this game does go to extras, remember both teams will start with a runner on second.
Gurman, 9 home runs at Moorhead State this spring, 10 the year before that. 1-0. Breaking ball catches the bottom of the zone for strike 1. It's not that easy to hit it out to left field at Tom Lara Field. Gurman more than capable. He has done it this year. The 1-1. Foul tip. The count moves to 1-2.
I drilled Madrigal right in the mask.
Yet another tense and dramatic game between the Seagulls and the Legends this summer. Reyes to Gurman. Foul back again. Another breaking ball.
If Reyes hangs one of these breaking balls, though, Gurman could send it 400 feet.
Everybody in this ballpark thinking about one thing. The set. And the pitch. Swing and a foul tip into the glove of Madrigal. And so we will, for the second night in a row, go to extra innings at Tom Lara Field. Top of the 10th inning. For the second straight night, we're playing extras at Tom Lara Field. Last night, the Legends put up 1 in the top of the 10th. Seagulls walked it off with 2 in the bottom half. I would not be surprised at all if Casey Levitt-McGee tries to bunt here. Ethan Mooser, after flying out with the bases loaded in the top of the 9th, is the automatic runner at second base. Mark Cavilia might be going over some changes.
Yeah, we hadn't seen any extra innings up until last night, and now we've seen 2 in 2 nights. And this rivalry, it's been pretty exciting.
Always something when these two teams face off.
We've seen both nights be heated, too. Almost an ejection tonight.
We've still got at least 1 inning left to play. And he does square to bunt. And Garrison almost throws it to the backstop. A lot of outside misses with that fastball for Caleb Garrison. You wonder if he's trying to pepper that corner, which has been generously called a strike in this game.
Lamoth playing heavily in, expecting the bunt.
Once again, misses outside, 2-0 now. Two balls, no strikes. Levitt-McGee has shown bunt the last 2 pitches. 2-0. This time he doesn't, and he cuts and misses at a high fastball. So the swing sign was on in a hitter's count, but Levitt-McGee came up empty. High fastball at 84. Garrison sets. Now Levitt-McGee shows bunt. He pulls back, and it's called a strike.
Garrison's really trying to pepper that outside edge of the zone, like you mentioned, Brennan. It's been called a strike pretty much all night long. We've kind of criticized it a bit, but Garrison now using it to his favor.
It is consistent. At the end of the day, it's all you can ask for from an umpire. Even if the zone doesn't make sense to me, it is consistent. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And Levitt-McGee takes outside. Garrison's staying in the same spot. And now the count's full. Garrison doffs his cap, looks in. Long hold, and now time is called, evidently by Levitt-McGee. Mooser, the automatic runner at second base. Three balls, two strikes, the pitch. Up and away, ball 4. If he'd brought that down a few inches, probably would have been one of those outside strikes. Instead, it's a walk.
Yeah, you do have an empty base on first, so it's not the end of the world. It's much better than throwing a pitch down the middle that's very hittable that would drive in Mooser from second.
So Ovalle will bat. He's been hit by a pitch twice and also singled twice today. 10-10 in the 10th. Garrison sets. Let's see if Ovalle bunts. He tries, and he gets... Did it hit the bat? No, it hit him. So Ovalle hit by a pitch for the 3rd time in this game. And all of a sudden, the Legends have got the bases loaded and nobody out. Gotta imagine that's the first time in Ovalle's life he's gotten drilled 3 times in one game.
Yeah, you might need some ice after this game, that's for sure.
So here's Madrigal.
No action in the Seagulls bullpen. They're seemingly going to ride Garrison out here.
First pitch to Madrigal is up high. Ball 1. They appeal, but he definitely didn't swing. That one at 83 from Garrison. Garrison going on 2 days rest, pitched 2 1/3 innings in Sonoma 3 days ago. 1-0. Swing and a foul tip into the glove. For a second, it looked like that one was going to bean Madrigal, but it was a breaking ball that spun back inside. And it's 1-1 now. Seagulls hoping for a ground ball at somebody. The 1-1. Madrigal takes up and in, ball 2. And for Garrison, who's usually so good at staying in the strike zone, has been a little bit wild tonight. Two and 1 to Madrigal. And he swings and tips it into the glove of Lopez for strike 2. 1 strike away from a big, big first out.
A massive, unproductive out, which is exactly what Garrison and the Seagulls defense needs in this spot.
Garrison sets. The 2-2. Got him swinging! 1 down in the 10th.
Great work by Caleb Garrison. Pumping fastballs right down the middle and forcing Madrigal to hit it, and he was not able to make contact on any of them.
Here's Joey D'Amelio, and this just shows you how much has gone on in this game. D'Amelio came in as a pinch hitter in the 7th and is hitting for the 3rd time. This spot in the order now has come up 7 times. The first pitch to him. Fastball in there, strike 1.
This is probably the biggest at-bat of this inning because it could be either runs or it could be forcing the second out, which the second out would change this inning completely.
The 0-1. Up high. 1-1 now to D'Amelio. Ryder Kelly on deck. Then it's Duran. Certainly hope Duran does not reach in this inning. Definitely a lot of tension and drama surrounding his at-bat last time up. So 1-1 the count. D'Amelio lines it into left center field and is going to get down for a base hit. 1 run's going to score. Levitt McGee being waved around. The throw will go all the way in, and nobody's backing it up. So D'Amelio goes to second. It is 12 to 10.
Now batting number 39, Ryder Kelly.
So the Legends have gone ahead 12-10.
Seagulls have come back from 6 runs already in this ball game, so this is certainly not over. But
Seagulls will also have their own man at second once we get to the bottom of the 10th.
got to get out of this one, though, with no more damage done.
Infield in for the Seagulls, and Ryder Kelly takes strike one. Fastball on the outside corner.
Very cool night. Very chilly.
Kelly cuts and misses, and it's 0-2. And you wonder what impact that has on the guys on the field. Definitely a lot harder to feel your hands, maybe a little bit more difficult to control pitches, control your bat. But I mean, the Seagulls are used to this, of course, playing all their home games here. 0-2. Kelly goes down on 3 pitches.
Massive strikeout for Caleb Garrison. Gives up the 2-run double, but bounces back to get a second unproductive out and hold that runner on third.
Now batting number 22, Ryan Delore.
So here's Duran, who not only has been on base 4 times today, but was the subject of some controversy after he struck out last inning. Takes the first pitch upstairs. I mean, I couldn't catch what he said, but the catcher, Lopez, had some words for him, and the entire Seagulls dugout erupted in rage.
A few of the infielders as well sprinted in. Surprised there wasn't any ejection or anything from the umpire, to be honest.
We'll see if there are more fireworks in store here. The 1-0 is fouled back to the screen. Duran, just like Kelly before him, batting for the 7th time in this game. We're now over 3.5 hours since first pitch.
Second late one in a row, but exciting to say the least.
1-1. Garrison throws, and Duran fouls it back to the screen, and Garrison now a strike away from sending this game to the bottom of the 10th. The Seagulls down 2.
Garrison gave up that 2-run double, but bouncing back and making sure that was the only run scored would be massive.
A strike away. Here it is. Ground ball left side. Swanson gets a tough hop and it goes through him into left field, and it's going to score 2 runs. Duran's going to go to second after a bobble from Gilbreth, and he is out. Well, Brandon Swanson got a tough hop. It went by him, and it's going to be 4 to tie, 5 to win for the Seagulls in the bottom of the 10th. So, Davis Gurman to second.
Now batting number 1, Bryce Brooks.
And the bottom of the 10th inning begins with Bryce Brooks at the plate. So here we go. 4 runs scored for the Legends in the top of the 9th on a 2-run single, and then a 2-run error on Brandon Swanson at third.
Seagulls have already had a 4-run inning in this ball game, though, so they can hope to do that again.
Yeah, they scored 6 in the bottom of the 8th to tie the game. Why not do it again? Brooks bunted for a hit yesterday. We'll see if that sign is on here. He squares. That one came up and in on him, and he bunted it back to the screen.
I'm not sure about bunting here because you still need 4 runs, and even if you advance Gurman to first, third, I don't know if Gurman to third is worth an out when you only have 3 to spare.
I do think with Brooks at the plate, bunting would be, he's probably trying to bunt for a hit, which he did successfully yesterday. Here he swings and lines it foul, and he's behind 0-2. You got Wall, Lamoth, and Swanson coming up after him, so if Brooks is able to get on, Seagulls would be right in business.
That ball was sent hard at the Seagulls dugout. Almost took some heads off there.
No balls, 2 strikes to Brooks. He taps it foul. Looked like he might have gotten himself in the foot. It's still 0-2. This thrilling, dramatic game. It was 10-4 in the 8th. The Seagulls put up 6 to tie it. Then the top of the 10th, the Legends scored 4. They now lead it 14-10. Bryce Brooks trying to start something in the bottom half. The 0-2. That is not a strike, but it was called that way, and that's the first out. It's been a wide zone. Yeah, it's been a wide zone all day, but that one looked extremely far off the plate.
Yeah, I'm pretty much directly behind home, and that ball was probably 2 or 3 inches inside the lefty batter's box.
We can see on TrackMan where that was in the zone, and you're going to have to take my word for it, but it wasn't even close.
Spoiler alert, it wasn't in the zone.
Not even close. Now it's Wall. Another outside strike, 0-1.
We've really seen this all night. Outside pitches consistently called for strikes. The strike zone is more like just in between the 2 batters' box and not just the plate itself.
0-1 to Wall. That one was right there. 0-2 now. Now Wall's got to fight. Lamoth on deck. No balls, 2 strikes. Seagulls with a win today would go up 4-3 on the season series against Menlo Park. Legends, of course, would do the same on the other end with a win of their own. The 0-2. Tapped foul up the first baseline. Whatever happens in this game, Drew, I don't know how tomorrow's series finale could possibly top the first 2 games.
Yeah, I'm with you, Brennan. These have been 2 of the best games of the year so far in terms of just entertainment value. They've had everything.
The 0-2 pitch, and Wall goes down swinging. So Reyes strikes out the first 2 Seagulls of the inning, and it'll have to take one heck of a rally, the Seagulls, to salvage this one.
Now batting number 40, Christian Lamoth.
So now here's Lamoth. First pitch is down low, ball 1. The Seagulls have not had the lead at any point in this game. They have tied it a couple times, coming back from down 3-0 and then 10-6. Now they've got their backs against the wall. And Lamoth hits a high fly ball to center. This should do it. D'Amelio has it. No, he dropped it! Oh, man! Well, I got ahead of myself because that was such a routine fly ball. And this game just does not want to end. It's 14-11 now.
Yeah, it's hard to maybe see at home, but these dark skies with the lighting from the giant lights illuminating the field make it very hard to see up in the sky and track that small white ball coming in. Tough play for D'Amelio in center.
I don't
should
know
have been
about,
made.
I don't know about tough play. I mean, the lighting is definitely a factor, but that was the most routine fly ball you could hit. So Swanson bats and takes strike one. Potential
Definitely should have
tying-
been made, but
Oh, absolutely. Swanson batting with the potential tying run on deck. The 0-1. In the dirt, it rolls away, but Lamoth's run does not matter, so he wisely holds at first. Swanson on base 3 times today by way of a single, walk, and hit by pitch. 1-1 the count. Reyes throws. Down low, ball 2. And every pitch, I'm just thinking that we should not still be playing baseball right now. Like, if D'Amelio could make the most routine catch of all time, we would be talking about our post-game wrap right now. That's just all I can think about, and I'm sure that Joey D'Amelio out in center is thinking the same thing. 2-1. Tapped foul in Menlo Park, now a strike away from victory.
feels like a lot of the momentum is kind of faded from the Seagulls dugout and the stands. At the beginning of this inning, they were very lively, and now it's eerily silent here at San Bruno Park.
And that 4-run top of the 10th kind of did a number, but the tying run is on deck. And down to their last strike, but this game is still close. 2-2 the count. Reyes fires. Ball 3, a gutsy take with how this zone has been, but it's a full count, and Lamoth will get a head start from first.
For a consistency perspective, that would have been called a strike today, but it was a ball.
Tapped foul again. This game just does not want to end. We're 7 minutes away from 10 p.m., which I believe would be the first time a Seagulls game has reached that time this year.
Actually, opening day against the Legends at Menlo Park went to nearly 11 p.m. That was a long one. And it didn't even go to extras. It was just a long game.
Another 3-2. Ball 4, and the tying run will indeed come to the plate.
Now batting number 30, Ethan Lopez.
So Swanson on base for the 4th time, and it's going to be Ethan Lopez. Lopez, the potential tying run in the batter's box, all made possible by the error in center by D'Amelio. First pitch, fastball, strike one. Lopez, get ready for this. Today, single ground out hit by pitch, fielder's choice, strikeout. The 0-1. Swing and a high pop, shallow center. Altmark makes the catch, and the Menlo Park Legends survive and win this one 14-11 in 10 innings.
Yeah, Brennan. An exciting game, but a tough loss for San Francisco. They did do a great job getting themselves back in the game. They were down 10-4 going into the 8th inning. And all of a sudden, they had a 6-run 8th inning to tie the game. It was pretty miraculous. And they forced extras for the second night in a row. But tonight, ultimately, they couldn't get the win. A tough loss. This series is now tied 1 apiece. The season series, Menlo Park takes that 4-3 lead.
This is the 3rd game this year between these two teams where they've both scored double-digit runs. So the Seagulls came back from, at one point, down 3-0 and then down 10-4, scoring 6 runs in the 8th. And you can definitely take some positives from all the runs they've scored and all the fight they showed with these comebacks, but it just really stings to lose a game like this in this fashion.
Yes, definitely, Brennan. I will say, though, these San Francisco Menlo Park games do not disappoint. Another exciting one. And tomorrow night we'll get another one, and we'll see if that one will live up to these first 2.
And these 2 games, aside from what's happened between the lines, there's been a lot of jawing, a lot of chirping, a lot of noise from both dugouts, and a lot of screaming umpires. A good deal of controversy between these 2 teams, and we'll see if the bad blood can boil over tomorrow. Another first pitch at 6:05 here at Tom Lehrer Field between the Seagulls and the Legends.
Yeah, this season we haven't seen a lot of banter and arguments, but against the Legends, the Seagulls have found themselves in a lot of conflict and arguments with the Legends dugouts, chirping from both ways, and today it almost boiled over. I think we saw it all season long, the closest we've had to a fight in that Ryan Duran, Ethan Lopez, JB Ferreira kind of incident, I guess you could say, with Lamoth charging in from first. Brewer also started to come in, and Cavillio wanted probably an ejection. I think he was arguing about it for a while. So we'll see if things boil over tomorrow, but still really good baseball being played. They've been exciting. And JB Ferreira on the mound, even in the loss, his best pitching performance of the season easily. He was getting his off-speed stuff to locate the best it has all season long.
He definitely pitched a lot better than his line has shown. And how about Finn Whalen? It feels like forever ago that he started this game. But remember, he was on 1 day's rest and ended up throwing over 100 pitches, surrendered 5 runs. But given the circumstances, he was very impressive today. Ben Juice came out of the bullpen, didn't have his best stuff. Then it was Hanasaki, who pitched a nice 7th but loaded the bases in the 8th. So overall, the pitching left a little to be desired for the Seagulls today, but the offense showed up and showed out.
Definitely, and the offense comes from that top of the order lineup that's been stellar in this series, but also all season long. These are guys who are talented. 3 All-Stars in this little trio, 4 batters in a row at the top of the lineup, and those guys have really found a rhythm as of late, and they've been producing runs in bunches for the Seagulls. Gurman, Wall, Lamoth, 3 All-Stars, all at the top of the order, and they've been dangerous for the opposing teams.
Yeah, in this game specifically, Gurman had a leadoff spot, on base 3 times. Lamoth got 2 hits. Swanson was on base 4 times. He's been doing really well lately. And Emilio Feliciano also picked up 2 hits. So the offense can take a lot of good vibes into tomorrow, hopefully, which will be 6:05 first pitch once again. And for Drew Midle and Owen Dasco, our producer, I'm Brennan Dumesnil-Vickers. It's been my pleasure to bring this game to you. We'll see you again tomorrow.